Alright.
Okay.
Ooh.
Recording.
You mind actually using this one other than my other one?
What?
This picture?
Yeah, I can use that image rather than the other one.
Yeah, I just edited it for you.
Thanks.
Alright. So I am just gonna say a few things and have you all introduce yourselves. So basically, I am Nick, the DM for this D&D campaign, which is set in the Shattered Kingdoms, which is my own little fantasy world that I made for the previous campaign that we played and are continuing in now. This campaign is going to be more of like a pirate-themed campaign, and I think you'll get to learn more about it as we go on, especially in the first few sessions as the main quest and quest line is explained to the players. And I think the next thing that we should do now is have the players introduce themselves to you so you know who you're going to be listening to for the next few hundred hours over probably maybe even like 100 podcasts.
Assuming everything goes well.
Goals. Hashtag goals. Why don't we have you go first, Artie?
Hello, my name is Josh, and I'm going to be playing Artie Wright. He is a human, artillerist artificer. He is going to be an interesting character.
Yes, he will definitely be a very interesting character.
So I hope. I don't know. He's going to be fun at the very least.
Yeah, he will be fun. Alright, so let's see. Seabreeze. Cetus Seabreeze, why don't you go next?
Alright. And I'll be playing Cetus Seabreeze Merrick. I'm a half-dragon ASMR. My mother is the goddess dolphins, and my father was a bronze dragon. So that made a humanoid dragon creature who is a sorcerer, cleric, and a bard. And
biologists are still confused to this day.
Yep. You are a subject of many a biological study.
Yes.
Many biologists have torn out their hair trying to study the nature of your birth.
Well, once people actually, kind of know that, because I'm not really advertising, hey, I'm an ASMR.
Yeah.
Like I did.
Well, it drives people crazy when they find out. Because they're trying to figure out, how the hell did this work? Alright. Any last comments on your character? Cetus? Anything else you want to add on your character? No? Alright. I think next on the list is Midori, or how do you pronounce your name? Because I think I've butchered. Midori? Okay.
Yeah, I'm Jeremie. My character's name is Midori. He is a Water Gensai Warlock. Huh?
Yeah, it's Genasi.
Sorry,
yeah, it's alright. I butcher stuff all the time. Please don't hate me, dear listeners.
Genasi. This is my first time creating a water Genasi, so interested to see how that goes. And just to let everyone know, my otherworldly patron is the Lurker, which is going to be interesting.
It's you cut out for me. It's a what? Lurker?
Of the
Lurker
deep.
in
Lurker of
the
the
deep.
deep.
Lurker of the Deep. Okay, that sounds very interesting.
In the deep.
Alright. Next, oh, sorry, do you have more you want to say about your character?
Never created a character like this one, so
Okay.
I am on the way.
Alright. Well, if you have nothing else to say, we'll move on to Skully McGravedigger, probably one of the more interesting characters in this party. Why don't you introduce yourself, Skully?
So I'm Jonathon, and I'll be playing Captain Skully McGravedigger, the pirate Paladin Dragonborn, loyal servant of the Gold Giver.
And, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm getting rather old. I want to retire.
Alright.
You're also playing Skully, McGravedigger, Captain.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're,
I'm
multiple.
looking for me crew.
Yeah.
Focus Coach Neo can't find him anymore.
Just a few notes on the character. The Gold Giver, that is a god that is unique to the Shattered Kingdoms. Basically, in our last campaign, the last player that Jonathon played as basically started a cult amongst some goblins that progressively got more and more out of control until it became a worldwide religion in the Shattered Kingdoms and several other places. So, yeah. He's basically a follower of the god he played in the last campaign. His last character did not want to be a god at all, by the way.
It was entirely accident.
Yeah, it was entirely accidental. Like, I think you were just like trying to be nice to some goblins and give them some
I
money.
wanted spies
Yeah,
I
you
gave
wanted
them
spies.
for me, and then they went nuts.
Yeah. You paid them to spy for you, but you paid them too much. Like, more than they'd ever been paid for anything in their lives. So then they're like, started worshipping you as a god.
And then they told all their friends, and I kept paying them money.
Yeah, and you see how it progressively got out of control. It was great. It was definitely got a few laughs out of everyone as it progressively got more and more out of control. All right, next down the list is Tabby.
Yes, this is Lance playing as Tabby the Second Tabaxi Ranger. Basically, Tabby is basically a Calco Tabaxi. The description of him is that he has orange fur with black spots adorned on his whole body. On his face, he has like a white spot adorned upon his right green eye, and like that looks like forest with a hint of mischief.
Tabby
Tabby
also
description. Has a pretty short hair and short spiky hair and black in color. He's wearing brown leather armor with a green hood attached to a green cape. His tail is also orange like the rest of his body, but with a bit of black at the tip. He's also barefooted and has a certain spring each step he takes. He also is possibly one of the youngest of the characters in this campaign.
Yeah, probably.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Of course you're going to make that comment, Artie.
How old is he?
The viewers will see what we mean by that much later. Or not listeners. This is a podcast, not a video. I believe that leaves us with... do you mind saying your character's name? Because I'm going to butcher it.
Hold on. You guys have been in and out for me this whole time. I disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
I was waiting for you guys to finish so I could
Alright.
do this, so the noise wouldn't.
Alright, does that help at all?
I think so.
Alright, go. Describe your character,
Okay.
introduce yourself.
I
'Cause I will
got,
butcher your name terribly, like I did the past, like, every single time I've had to say your character name.
Yeah, his name is Varius. Yes, I know Josh wanted to make various jokes about
Yeah,
him,
because it's
but
spelled like it
that's
should
not
be
how
said
it's pronounced.
Various, but
No, it's not. There's not an O in it.
still looks like it should be pronounced Various.
That's how Varius is spelled.
But yeah, introduce Various to the listeners.
Well, I gotta introduce myself first.
Yeah, well, introduce yourself.
My name is Madeline. My character is Varius. He's a tiefling sorcerer. He's kind of just happy to be here. He is from a rich family, and he did not like being there, so he decided he wanted to leave and be a pirate instead. And now he was here.
Well, like running away from your family and becoming a pirate is always good. Interesting.
Well, he didn't run away from all of his
Oh
family.
yeah, I know. He didn't run away from his siblings, just everyone else.
Just
because your siblings are like your backup characters if you die.
Oh yeah. I don't know how
because I would like totally kill you off.
I'm gonna explain why his siblings want to join the people he was with when he died, but I'll find a way.
Also, Madeline is like our editor of like all the lore and other documents that we've made so far for this campaign and the other campaigns that we play, which I am a DM of all of them. So she's main editor, so she's like the second most important person of this group, so to speak. And we might be doing some podcasts on the lore of Shattered Kingdoms, me and Madeline, at some point. So hope you guys come listen to that. And I think that's... oh, sorry. Were you going to say something there, Madeline?
No.
Oh, sorry. I picked up some static or something, so I thought you were trying to say something. But I think that's... Oh. I think that's enough introductions and advertising podcasts that don't quite exist yet. But I think this would be a good time to get started and give you guys an idea of where you are. So as I imagine, all of you, except for Artie, have received invitations aboard the flagship of General Woodburn, the chief of secret police of the Greater Berulian Empire. And this airship that you're on, and you board it in Berul, it is the most massive airship any of you have ever seen. It is also, to your knowledge, one of the largest airships in existence. And it is, I think, 1 out of 6 Dreadnought-class airships that are in the Berulian Army/Navy. And when you get on this airship, all of you except for Artie, who is a stowaway on this ship, have been given your own quarters, which I guess for some of you might be some of the most luxurious quarters you've ever had, but for the more lower class amongst you, although I think there's quite a few of you who are actually a bit more higher class, but
Is
Anyway,
there a
it's-
mirror in my quarters?
yes, there is a mirror in your quarters.
I'm an average guy looking.
Is there a mirror in my quarters?
Yes, there is a mirror in all of your quarters. There is a mirror, a bed, a like workbench, a table, and a bath, and a toilet. Can't forget the toilet.
Of course.
Are you still laughing because of
Yeah.
yesterday in our Star Wars session?
Yep.
With the like 20 hidden toilets in your ship.
I thought there was 15 total. 'cause
Okay,
the-
I'm retconning it to say there's 20. To make it a nice even number.
There's no room. There's no room.
Like a lot of like where like armor
Where
and
are we?
tools should be is just toilet.
Well, what?
The toilets defy like space
Horrible
and
ship
time
design.
so that they may exist.
They're paradox toilets?
Yes, they are paradox toilets, apparently. Did I give the airship that you guys are on a name? I think I might have.
Don't think you did, or we haven't heard of it yet.
I think I might have in the complete history of the world.
Oh.
Let's see here. Yeah, it should be
I might need to still
here.
edit that.
Or the complete history of the world. Okay, because I think that is like because the last line of that was about what you guys are doing.
So, considering that I am a Skully, I'm guessing I am in the hold.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the hold. It's the Unifier. The airship you are on is called the Unifier, as it is referred to in the complete history of the world. A little like lore book that I wrote earlier. Sorry. Go ahead, Hardy.
So, is there any interesting items inside of the hold?
Have a look. Give me a roll.
Alright, that'll be a perception, I guess.
Yes, that'll be a perception.
That will be a 13.
With a 13, you find some crates of food and about two dozen offline warforged that look like that are kind of dressed up as like servants. You take it. These are probably meant as like server warforged. Got Star Wars on the mind. They're like server warforged that are used to like serve like drinks and stuff to like parties, or like take out the food to people. Is what you guess that these warforged have been made for. How does your character react to seeing this?
My character looks at the warforged and kind of blankly as is expecting them to move, and realizing that they're not, he moves on.
As you move on, they all seem to come to life and start marching to the main common room / banquet hall.
Ah, hello. Oh.
Greetings, passenger. Please make your way to the dining hall.
My name is
Woodburn will be with you shortly.
My name is Artie. What is your name?
Nice to meet you, passenger. General Woodburn will be with you shortly. Please proceed to the common room / banquet hall. And it does. it'll like turn to speak to you, but as soon as it's done, it starts like walking towards the common room. It just anytime you try to communicate with it, it just rattles that off. That General Woodburn will be with you shortly. Please proceed to the common room / banquet hall.
Alright. So, my character follows the Warforged into the banquet hall. For basically a description of my character look like, my character is a larger, kind of muscular human. He is tall. He's completely bald, like has no hair on his body whatsoever, eyebrow. And is wearing a set of thick armor with a pair of tools hung on his belt. Also on his belt is a hand axe that is lightly coated in dried blood.
That's a very interesting detail. I mean, I know you told me why that's there. Like, I don't think the rest of the party or any of the listeners know why that's there, though.
Hey, Baldy.
Hello,
Am I
my name
gonna
is
clean?
my name is Artie. What is your name?
I be Captain Skully McGravedigger, greatest pirate in the Forbidden Sea. You might want to clean that hand axe, though. Blood tends to do horrible things to metal weapons.
Oh, do not worry. It is not my blood.
Well, that is reassuring. If you don't mind asking, it's not anyone on the ship's blood either, is it? There's not some guy with his head stoved in the toilet.
No, I have not turned anyone's head into a stove, though I am very good at tools, and I could repair a stove if you wish.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind if I ever need a stove.
Alright, so you two are like some of the first people who arrive in the common room. The rest of you, eventually you have like one of the Warforged servants like knock on your door and tell you to come to the common room. And you guys all, I imagine, make your way there unless you just like want to be completely antisocial and not come to the party where you're being told like how to make a shit ton of money.
Then I'll head to the common room after the knock.
I am on my way.
Yep. And I also, Bud, leave for the common room. But before I leave, I call for my Scarlet. Come on, we have an adventure to go to.
All right, who are you calling to?
My birds, of course, Scarlet.
Okay, bird Scarlet. You're a cat and you have a pet bird.
Yes,
this would go very well.
Right tail hawk.
Okay.
You went with Beastmaster?
Well, yes, I am. Yeah, I am actually. Yeah.
I've seen a few of you before. I've never seen one with a bird.
It was a gift from some friends. Isn't that right, Scarlet and Scarlet Squawks? Yeah, I know, right? This is going to be fun. And
That's certainly nice to meet you. And you can call me Seabreeze.
Nice to meet. And basically, Tabby just shakes your whole entire hand with both hands. Nice to meet you. My name's Tabby. This is Scarlet. Oh wait, you know about that.
I think I'm gonna like the Tabby. Very happy and eccentric.
That's what I've been hoping for.
Yeah, certainly nice to meet both of you. Are you going on the adventure?
Well, yes. Yes, I am. It's going to be fun. And Tabby heads to the... Oh.
I certainly hope so. definitely have my violin ready for any fun.
Yeah. And it's like, strange. You seem like you look like a dragonborn, but different.
I'm not a dragonborn. I'm actually half dragon. My dad was a dragon.
And it's like, and with the Tabby just kind of like, his eyes go wide and sparkle a little bit. That is so cool! Oh!
From to the mask my character's wearing, you can see him blush. Thanks.
Let's just put these off side. Ignore me. Alright, so you guys are all like sitting next to each other right now at the table. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves to each other?
I look first at Skully, and then at Cetus. Like, wow, I didn't know there was 2 dragons. I've never met a dragon before. I always thought you were much larger.
But I'm not a dragonborn. I'm half dragon.
That's what I said. A dragon.
Wait, what?
That is what I said. A dragon.
No, there's subtle difference, you see, Artie. So half dragons are like if you took a dragon and you combined them with a person and they came out small. A dragonborn is like a big lizard who decided one day to get on Time's leg and breathe fire. I'm a dragonborn. He's a half dragon. There's subtle difference. A dragon is just a really big lizard that decides to sit on gold and breathe fire. It's about to breathe fire.
I love these descriptions.
Actually, not all dragons breathe fire. My dad in particular breathed lightning.
Yeah, I don't breathe fire either, but you get the picture.
Basic understanding.
Are you going to introduce yourselves to the rest of the party?
It's certainly nice to meet you. Skully, was it?
Captain Skully McGravedigger. Fiercest pirate of the Forbidden Sea.
I think I've heard some stories about you.
You are a pirate?
I am.
With Tabby still having that same gleaming eye of excitement and wonder.
Mhm.
By the way, I should mention that Tabby is like 18 years old.
Yeah, he's probably one of the youngest characters then. One of.
One of.
You'll see what I mean later.
Oh.
I can't spoil it for you.
And
I refuse to spoil it for you.
Mhm.
We'll see
And
how long that lasts.
in
Yeah,
fact,
keep mentioning there's a spoiler ahead, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, there is a big spoiler ahead.
You keep doing. Oh, listen to that. That's a spoiler ahead. I'm not going to say it though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I am very terrible at keeping secrets, so we'll see how long the secret remains secret.
and then Tabby says, My name is Tabby and Draconic.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Skully McGravedigger, and he is now holding in his right hand what looks like a piece of metal fashioned into a hook. You'll excuse the hand, I lost it.
Wait, is there actually a hand there?
Yes,
Holding the hook.
there's a hand holding the hook.
That's awesome.
Do you?
Oh, by the way, guys,
You didn't.
I do
Your
have-
hand's right there. I see 2 hands on you.
Well, I understand this is a very convincing prosthetic, the best my crewman and I could come up with. But no, it's just a hook. I lost
Are
it.
you sure?
I am positive I don't have a hand. What is your name?
If you you can call me Seabreeze.
And I'm Tabby, and I say this in Draconic.
Yes, I believe we just introduced ourselves to one another, Tabby.
I said in Draconic.
Yeah. You did that the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I thought you guys would be more surprised.
Oh, so you speak Draconic too?
Yeah. Well, I am from the Lave.
That's right. It's back CR from the lava. Sorry, I don't usually go so far south.
Yeah. I had some good teachers.
It's good. Certainly make talking easier if we need to say something in secret and don't want anybody talking.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Anyway, nice to talk to you. Nice to talk to you. Hope to see you more. And Tabby walks away to the table.
You're already
Uh,
at
Yeah, we're already at
Oh, I thought we were standing.
Oh yeah, you're
We're
already at the table.
table.
Okay. Are you going to introduce yourselves, or do I need to try and force you to?
I want to say something real quick that my Midori, he has an octopus familiar and is currently placed on his head with one tentacle just straight down the middle of his head, his face.
Why is he doing that? Just to be fun? Just to be
It's
funny,
one of
or
his favorite places.
Uh,
The octopus, that's one of his favorite places to put his tentacle. On my face, just straight down the middle.
Excuse me, sir. I think you have an octopus on your head.
Oh, yeah, that's Finn. Finn says hi, and Finn just lifts up the tentacle off my face real quick to wave hi.
And do you normally have an octopus on your head?
That's a favorite spot to be. I let him.
Okay.
I think that's adorable.
I know, ain't he cute?
if
Absolutely.
you draw a picture of your character, you need to draw him with the octopus on his head. I'm mandating that now.
And when you say he has to draw his character, you really just mean me.
Yep.
Well, yeah, pretty much. As far as I know, you're the only person here with artistic talent.
I'm whipping up a quick. I'm whipping up a quick Photoshop right now.
Okay. So,
By the way, my character goes, by the way, I am Midori. Finn is my partner.
Interesting that you named your octopus Finn.
I'm Skully McGravedigger. I'm one of the scourges. I'm the scourge of the Forbidden Sea. Pleasure to meet you. The hook is nowhere to be seen, but now he has an eye patch.
That's an awesome eye patch. Where'd you get it?
I don't know. That was I lost this eye ages ago.
But you
See,
had 2 eyes a moment ago.
I have no
I don't know
idea
what
what
you're
you're
talking
talking
about.
about, sir. This
I
man has
only have
never
it
had that eye.
I mean, I had it when I was born, but I lost it during a big raid.
I mean,
no,
you're right.
just a moment ago. And it's the first thing your hook had.
What
Sir,
hook?
are you okay? Are you seeing things?
I have both my hands right here. I think you must think of some other green dragonborn with a mustache.
How are you? So how are you having mustache? I've never seen a dragonborn with a mustache.
I grew it on my face. Like a normal person.
You must use some sort of magic to grow it.
Nope, just came right out of my face like a normal person.
Seems legit.
And I kind of look at. I'm with Seabreeze. I've been with Dragonborn basically all my whole life, and I've never seen them grow a beard.
What's a mustache?
Okay, maybe. Well, nothing like that. By the way, Tabby, and this is Scarlet pointing at my red-tailed hawk. and
Oh my god.
squawks.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the Midori picture with the octopus on him.
Oh yeah.
Finn.
Uh,
Only if it can go
Oh.
straight on. In the middle of space.
Alright, you guys can continue now. I'm done laughing. I believe Tabby was introducing himself to Varius and Midori. This is where we're at.
I heard that was your name. You said it quite loudly, and you're sitting right next to me. It's an interesting name. And an interesting bird.
And
Thank
you,
you.
what might your name be?
My name?
My name is Artie. It is nice to meet you.
Thank you.
It is nice to meet you too, Artie. My name is Varius.
Oh, just a second. I have to make sure I'm where I think I am. Yep. Okay, so I get up from where I'm sitting next to Artie, and I hobble over, and there was a plank strapped down my leg. It's gonna take me a minute. I lost a leg, and
Oh, that is
instantly
terrible.
Is the eye patch gone?
Yeah, the eye patch is gone.
And it's just like I've seen weirder.
What happened to your leg, sir?
It is obvious.
I
He
was
has
on-
lost a leg.
I know that, but
And
what?
Artie did. Well, I went to this town, and I wanted to take. I thought, I needed a new chair. So I went into the town to take a chair, and they took offense to my method of taking the chair, which admittedly involves setting things on fire. So
Of
one of them
course.
got into a fight with me, and he hit me on the head. And next thing I know, I wake up, and I don't have a leg anymore. I think he cut it off
Oh.
while I was
Well then, that seems
That's
really
tragic.
Yeah.
Well, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet
It
all
is.
of you. I've met everyone here.
It is a pleasure to meet you too. You said your name was Skully McGravedigger, correct?
Skully McGravedigger, yes.
That name is very reassuring. I do not feel threatened at all by it.
That's good. Although not too good, because I'm, a pirate, so a certain level of terror is expected, but, maybe you weren't around the areas where I've been.
Oh, probably not, but now that you mention it, I am a little scared. You're right.
That's good. That's the desire. Yeah, I've
Of
got
course,
to
of course.
I see before this General What's-His-Face comes out.
I think they said Woodburn.
Yeah, I don't really...
That's it. They said Woodburn.
Yes, yes.
He's the general of some little country in the middle of nowhere.
It's
No.
brutal.
Rule.
No, what is
Yeah, I
the
think I heard about it.
Brutal. Basically, one of the four powers of the whole entire United Continent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A drunk,
Can't be that big.
a
I would've heard
drunk guy
about it.
who's sitting next to Midori is gonna lean over and he's like, Barule's the controls half of the continent, man.
Nah, I can't
You
be
don't
that big.
know
I just heard
about
it.
Barule? And then just he face palms, or not face palms. He head plants onto the
Face
table. Yeah, face plants onto the table.
Yeah, it can't be that big. We'd have heard of it.
Finn just slowly goes down my arm just to poke him real quick.
He does not react at all to your pokes.
He sees no reaction and just goes back comfortably in his spot on my head.
Is that guy
This man
right?
No, he is not.
I'm
Okay,
gonna check his pulse real quick.
I've been around.
You gonna check his pulse?
Yes.
I've been around the continent.
He has no pulse whatsoever.
Well, he's dead. Carry on.
Yeah, Finn checks.
Some of the Warforged come in and drag him off. And one of them gives him a breathalyzer test, and it's blood alcohol content 0.9.
He died to alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, he died
Wow.
from alcohol poisoning.
This is a very sophisticated fantasy world. We have breathalyzers.
right, you have robots.
Wait, if
Like
he's
the
dead, how
Warforged
does
are
that
basically
work? Don't you need to breathe into a breathalyzer?
Well, they
just
like tested his
into it
blood.
once
That's
and
how
push it
bad.
out.
They like tested his blood and
A
like not
bloodalizer.
bloodalizer. They like stab you with this massive syringe, and they test your blood. And his blood read as like being 90% alcohol.
They just
So
stab him with a giant needle. Don't worry, the alcohol killed him.
the needle that they stab him with is probably like half the length of your arm, so it's a pretty big needle.
Why?
Because cutting
We haven't learned
costs.
how to make small needles yet.
Yeah, it's like 3 times as much in terms of cost to make a small needle, if
And
they
they're very
even know
precise
how.
machines.
Yeah, so
Make a
they make it. They make it that large.
It'd be much less stabby.
Well, he's already dead. It's not like the stabbing is going to make it worse.
Yeah, and the designer might have been a wee bit of a sadist.
Oh, that
So
one god, huh?
what?
Follower of that one god
Yeah.
from the other campaign.
I whispered to myself in Celestial. Oh, mother, what have you got me into?
Is that some fancy angel speak I just heard?
It's this bit of Celestial. I'm a cleric. I'm a cleric as well.
Oh, that's interesting. I speak infernal.
I can speak Draconic.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
Ice can speak common.
The drunk guy, like 2 guys over, is like, I can speak infernal. And
really?
he in infernal he says, "No, I can't. I'm too drunk."
And I'll respond, that is completely fair, sir. Carry on.
He says, "All right," and then goes back to speaking in common, and
Guys,
never
this man is
speaks.
great at infernal.
Yeah, he never speaks in infernal again.
It's how it is sometimes.
Like in his drunk state, he just somehow managed to speak infernal.
We all speak a little demon when we're drunk.
Uh,
As Skully makes his way slowly back to his seat with his limp, he has
Yeah.
the mirror from his room strapped to his back.
He has what now?
He has
he has his
Yeah.
mirror from his room strapped to his back.
Why do you have your mirror? Have your mirror on your back?
Well, it's an interesting story. You see, and he has a hug again. My crew, I was sailing, and we had just finished a successful pillaging of a temple of sorts, and we had finished the pillaging of that, and we all got a little merry. And in the morning, the only crew on my ship, the only mirror on my ship was broken. We figure it happened during the drunken revelry. But ever since then, I haven't been able to find my crew anymore. Except occasionally I see the mirror. It was cursed. Occasionally I see them in the reflection of puddles and glasses and mirrors. They can never talk to me like they used to. But I see them, but only in nice reflective surfaces. This one. So I'm taking it because I'm a pirate. That's what pirate.
It's true, that is what pirates do.
Okay.
Well, as Skully is telling you that story, the Warforged start putting like plates of food out for you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Midori's like, heck yeah, it's food time.
Yeah, they put like roast chicken in front of each of you, along with some like mashed potatoes, some vegetables,
Yes, pork cheese.
and like a loaf of bread as well. Because why not? Would it be possible for gravy to exist in this in a fantasy world?
I would say.
They also give you like a entire like jar of gravy for each of you.
How does this compare to the food I'm used to?
You were like a rich merchant, yes?
Yes.
This would be like a good day.
Nice.
Like it's not. It wouldn't be something that you never would have had, but it would have been like one of your better days. Not like the best day. It's definitely not the best meal you've ever had, but it's definitely better than what you'd normally have, so to speak.
This is certainly some top tier service so far.
Question.
Surprised there isn't any
Said
shark.
Put a jar of gravy there, correct?
Wait, what did you say, Cetus?
And I said, I'm surprised there isn't any shark.
Why would they want to eat shark?
Yeah.
Shark is tasty.
Shark is tasty.
Would the gentleman like some shark? One of the Warforged comes up behind you and starts talking to you.
If it's not too much trouble.
It shouldn't be too much trouble. It goes off into the kitchen, and you hear like a massive like whirring sound, and after like a minute, it comes out with all of its Warforged buddies, and between all of them, they are carrying this massive platter, and on it is like a shark that has been made ready to eat.
So you said
And
a jar.
Yeah, like a jar of gravy. But they put this massive shark in front of you, Cetus, and it takes up quite a bit of the table. Actually, it is going to take up about that much of the table.
You're getting your shark in my potatoes.
Sorry, I didn't expect them to bring me a whole shark. I mean, I'm used to eating from a whole shark, but I didn't expect them to bring me a whole shark.
Well, I mean, they only brought you the edible bits of the shark.
Midori goes, hey Cetus, can I get a little bit of that?
My guess.
One of the Warforged goes up to Midori and is like, "Would you also like some shark?"
No, thank you. I would just take a little bit of his. I think I'm good.
After he looks
It
around the
bows and then backs away.
At this point in time, Audie has not touched his food, but looking around, notices and quickly stops eating.
Excuse me, Mr. Warforged.
Yes.
I can't find my
passenger.
I can't find my silverware.
It like reaches into a pocket and hands you some more silverware. Would this suffice, passenger?
Yes, that will suffice.
It bows, and all of them start to like form up along like one of the doors into this room, in kind of like a line. Well, they form like two lines, almost like forming like a path in between them. And then one of them, kind of at the head of this, starts blowing a trumpet, and it's like, "Greetings, passengers of the Unifier. We present to you General Woodburn, his right-hand man, Dimitri, and the captain of our ship, Captain Mugo the 37th. And at that, a group comes into the room. At their head is this finely dressed man in a military garb. He's like in his dress uniform. And it looks like he has dazzled this up a bit to make it look even fancier than it normally would. And next to him is another human soldier who's kind of dressed the same way, dressed a bit more flamboyantly. He is definitely considerably more muscular. Like, he stands like a foot taller than the guy next to him, who is Woodburn. And he is like pure muscle. He looks like a very masculine man, although he's dressed very flamboyantly. And he has very feminine blue lipstick on his lips.
I'm sorry, but I was just thinking about a certain anime that he would suit perfectly in. Continue.
Yeah, so he's big, muscular guy, has dressed flamboyantly, and has blue lipstick.
Not the color I would have picked for him, but...
What color would you have picked for him?
No, this is my character speaking.
Oh.
Oh.
And, oh, sorry, go ahead, Midori.
Finn took a plate and, like, gathered some bits of shark.
Yeah.
And,
I'm
went back on
I'm
that.
watching while munching on shark.
Yeah, and is now just feeding him and myself, feeding me with his favorite arm. That's usually across my face, and feeding himself with another arm.
So your octopus is feeding you the shark?
Yes. And himself.
That's great. Alright, so then with the group is a half-drow lady who is dressed in a like kind of piratey captain kind of garb. And you recognize this immediately as Captain Mugo the 37th, who is the captain of your ship, the captain of the ship you're on, the Unifier, and greeted all of you personally when you first came on the ship, except with the exception of Artie, who is a stowaway. But none of you know that except for Artie.
Without taking his eyes off of Woodburn, Skully leans over to Artie and says, "Hey, when no one's looking, pocket the silverware."
And behind Woodburn, Dimitri, the muscular guy who's with Woodburn, and Captain Mugo. Behind them is a bunch of like really fancy-looking Berulian soldiers that look like they're like generals or something of equally high rank. And Woodburn and Dimitri actually go sit at the same table as you guys, but kind of at the opposite end. Captain Mugo goes to sit with her crew in the table in the middle of the room, and the generals basically have their own private table because they don't want to dine with what they consider to be the peasantry, i.e. you guys.
Rude.
Yes, they are. But Woodburn and Dimitri have made a point to dine with their guests and their soldiers as well. So they're making a effort to not be rude. Well, hello everyone. My name is Woodburn. I'm the one who invited you all here to listen to my proposed little adventure for all of you.
Hello, my name is Artie. It's nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you too, Artie. Well, this little adventure that I have planned for all of you could help make us all rich and help the greater Berulian Empire greatly. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce my right-hand man, Dimitri. And Dimitri stands up. He is easily like 8 feet tall and like pure muscle. Like his arm is about as like thick as your guys' heads. So very muscular. And he's like, Oh shit! Can I do a Russian accent? I don't think I can pull off a Russian accent. He's gonna be Southern because I can do that. Well, hello guys. How
Oh
are
my
you?
gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't do a Russian accent, so I'm Southern now.
Listen, when you do a Russian accent, just always talk about vodka.
Vodka.
And
Yeah.
don't use the word the.
Vodka good.
I want some vodka.
Yeah, I want more vodka.
It's getting more
think- I think-
Transylvanian.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
the
but
Russian people might be offended.
because that's like the one. I'm gonna stick with Southern because that's the one one accent I can actually like somewhat.
No.
Eh, I can pull it off better than I can pull Russian though.
That's fair.
It'd probably be like less offensive. I
Oh,
say as I'm like doing this in front of all Southerners.
You should do
Some
it.
of us more than others.
I'm an Ohio,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
So yeah, how are y'all doing? My name is Dimitri. I'm General Woodburn's second in command. I basically help him run the Beryllian secret police, although that's between us. I also help him manage his ship and manage day-to-day affairs. And this little adventure that we're going to send you on, that was kind of our like joint brainchild, so to speak. And yeah, so I think I'll let once everyone's done eating, I think I'll let Woodburn give his little presentation on your little adventure. How's that sound, y'all?
Okay. That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear it, y'all.
I yell, aye.
Oh, and y'all mind introducing yourselves to me? And good old General Woodburn here.
does he though?
What?
You keep saying he would burn, so why doesn't he? Or am I
Wood,
misunderstanding?
Woodburn, like kind of like puts his hand over his mouth and is like clearly trying to stifle a laugh. Dimitri is like rolling on the floor, laughing his ass off at this, and like, and they're like the soldiers on their side of the table are also kind of laughing at it as well. The adventurers and pirates sitting with you are also like one of them like shoots alcohol out of their nose. They're laughing so hard.
Ooh,
Finn wants to go over. Finn wants to go over to and like high five him.
Yeah. Yeah. Once the table calms down, Dimitri Woodburn, because Dimitri is still rolling on the floor, laughing his ass off. He's like, I'd like to know the names of the people that I'm going to be recruiting / hiring for this. So if you don't mind, I'll start with the Dragonborn that told that excellent joke right there.
Skully McGravedigger.
Nice to meet you, Skully McGravedigger. And I believe Artie has already introduced himself.
Hi, I am Artie. It is nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you once again, Artie. Then the dragon-looking fellow.
You can call me Seabreeze.
All right, nice to meet you, Seabreeze. Then the cat.
Tabby the second. And Tabaxi. Good, sir.
Oh, I haven't seen too many tabaxis in my time. Most of them live in Nolave, and I've unfortunately never made it that far south, although duty kind of requires that I remain in Barul.
Beautiful city, Nolave is.
Yeah, I've heard that it's very beautiful. And the tiefling gentleman?
My name is Varius.
Nice to meet you, Varius. I think. He kind of. What is your last name, Varius?
Why do you ask?
I think that I may have heard of like a merchant family or something that had a son named Varius or something like that who ran off. I was just asking, seeing if that was you.
Oh, no, I've never heard of this other Varus. Interesting story, though, about that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
glad. I guess I'm glad to hear that it's not you.
Of course.
And he kind of smile. He kind of gives like a knowing smile at you. Like he
will
seems to
nervously
know.
smile back.
He seems to know that you're not telling him the truth. And the Genasi?
By the way, Finn, after high-fiving Skully, I don't know if you heard that part.
Yeah, I heard bits of that. I thought you were high-fiving him, not Finn.
No, Finn was high-fiving him.
Alright.
After that, Finn dove into the mashed potatoes. So
Oh, man.
Hi. I say,
well,
hi, I'm Midori.
you all have your own mashed potatoes, so it wouldn't...
I thought there was a giant bowl.
No, you all have your own little bowl.
Still, he's standing
Fine,
right
he's in
beside
mine.
me. He's diving
He's in
in
mine
it. It's
then.
going to splash on me.
Yeah.
No, he was already in it. He didn't dive in, but...
Yeah, so
He slid his way
you're
in.
covered in mashed potatoes now, Varius.
No, he didn't dive in. He just slithered in.
Okay.
What's your name, Genasi, and the name of your octopus that is currently enjoying itself in the mashed potatoes?
Hi, I'm Midori, and my little octopus friend, that's Finn. Finn just raises a tentacle out of the mashed potatoes and waves.
Well, it's nice to meet you both, Midori and Finn. Then Woodburn starts going down the rest of the table. The rest of the adventurers introduce themselves, and after all of you have had a nice meal, like you were basically given like an entire chicken each, you are presented with some dessert in the form of cake. And you're all given like a tiny cake.
Oh.
And while everyone's eating cake, Woodburn kind of heads to a side of the room, and he starts to give a little presentation to you guys and the rest of the adventurers. It's like, all right, I imagine everyone has enjoyed themselves in our hospitality so far, but I also imagine all of you are wondering why I called you all here today. So, who here is familiar with the story of good old Captain Dew, the most feared pirate in the Shattered Kingdoms? Who here is familiar with that story?
I raise my hand.
Seabreeze now raises his hand as well.
And I'm like, they're like a so.
Okay.
I mean, do we actually know?
I mean, it's like a fairly common story.
Okay, then I got definitely.
For your benefit, it's because you weren't in the last campaign, and I guess for the benefit of the viewers, Captain Dew, he was this famous pirate that existed hundreds of years ago during the time of the Empire, which used to rule over the Shattered Kingdoms. He raided every city on the whole continent, amassed this huge treasure trove of wealth that is rumored to be like a continent's worth of gold that's hidden somewhere and has never been found. But his luck seemingly ran out when he landed on an island that would be known by all pirates from that day on as Dew's Hell. And him and his entire crew were slaughtered. And during his attempt to try and escape the island, his hand was cut off. And floated out to sea and was recovered by pirates who split it amongst the 5 most powerful pirate lords or pirate captains, and they all agreed to keep it separate and make sure that no one pirate held 2 of the fingers, because they believe that the fingers hold the key to finding the treasure of Captain Dew. And basically, Woodburn explains the story for you guys. For those of you who don't know, he says, "We believe that these fingers aren't just myth, and that we believe we may be able to find them on the continent, and we would like your help with that. We currently have in our possession." You may ask why we think that these fingers are not just myth and legend, fairy tales to excite children. Well, I can tell you that they are not myth. And he beckons Dimitri over. And Dimitri is carrying a little...
Sorry, I'm gonna have to take this.
Okay. He beckons Dimitri over, who's carrying a little box. And he opens it for everyone to see. And in it is 2 fingers of Captain Dew. He says, "You can see we already have 2 of the fingers, and a 3rd is soon to be in our possession as soon as a squad of a special Berulian regiment known as the Expendables delivers it. We'll have 3 in our possession." That's where we currently do not have the final 2, and that's where you all come in. Now, the Berulian government is willing to offer $1 million gold to each person who contributes to the finding of one of the remaining 2 fingers. Now, we know that this is a lot of gold, but it is all the monetary value that we are willing to offer. He's just revealed that they had 2 fingers already, and a 3rd one on the way. And he mentioned the Expendables regiment, who had a 3rd, and they're just waiting to have that delivered because he doesn't know that they betrayed him and are going to sell it elsewhere or bring it elsewhere. And he was mentioning that he was going to give $1 million gold to anyone who helps in the recovering of one of the last 2 fingers. And in addition to that $1 million gold, I have something much more valuable to offer each and every one of you. And Dimitri pulls out a second chest that they go up to the table at this point, and they put it on the table so everyone can clearly see what it is. And in it is 2 dozen tiny glowing stones. Now these
Closer.
what?
Then trading gets closer to it.
Now, these little beauties are the result of about 100 years of Berulian research into the subject. We call these things soul stones. They use technology similar to that found in the old soul fragments of Lulth that plagued our land not too long ago. And these stones, after we've worked out all the kinks, provide increased strength, durability, speed, and longevity. They also tend to make you smarter as well.
So, what runs these little beggars?
That is a company secret, I'm afraid. The North Berulian Trade Company does not disclose such secrets. unfortunately.
Alright, I was just checking, you know.
Just know that this is a very valuable item that could increase your strength immensely.
At the
And
mention of the word company, my Artie kind of looks up, kind of like shocked, and then takes a quick look around, and then gets back to what he's doing as if nothing, like he's trying to pretend that nothing happened.
okay, let me just make.
I'd like to try and subtly ritual cast detect magic, so I can try and get some more insight into what exactly is running these things.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, Artie. Dimitri notices that you react to the mention of the company.
Of a company, the word company.
The word company, and he seems to give you a knowing glance. Like he is, like this reaction has, in his mind, led him to some sort of conclusion about you. And he doesn't say anything, but you get a feeling that he might know your secret and why you're reacting this way to the mention of a company. All right. Do you have to roll for that, or does it just automatically happen?
That it just automatically happens. I ritual cast it.
It is necrotic magic. You detect necrotic magic coming from these stones.
And I and
when you cast detect magic, you can you hear like a faint sound emanating from these stones. And
what do I hear?
Basically, you hear like very strange voices that you can just barely hear say "help us." Is what you hear from the stones.
Well, and I should actually mention with Scarlet actually is focusing on them and actually like glaring at this, and when Tabby notices this, he becomes wary, and I'm going to notice if you. I'm going to roll if I notice that you did the ritual cast. Do I do like an insight?
Yeah.
You ignore perception.
Was that?
Perception. You're trying to see if you notice.
Perception. Yeah. Perception.
Okay, 1 minute.
So we go and get you these fingers. You find the vault and give us
17
gold, enough gold to retire on, and magic bubbles.
What was that?
17 for me.
You got 17, but what was Skully saying?
Skully said, so we go and we find these fingers, you find a magic vault, and give us enough gold to retire on and magic bubbles. Yeah,
Yes, that you're understanding this correctly.
Well, I mean, that sounds all right to me.
And if any of you get an idea that you can find this vault yourselves, find the finger by all the fingers by yourselves. These fingers, just so you know, the ones I've just presented to you now are actually fakes. The real ones are in a vault on this ship right now, and they're being transported to one of the safest vaults in existence. So, good luck with that. They'll also be protected by 10 full legions of Berulian troops. So, yeah, I don't think anyone.
Dead man's fingers.
Yeah.
The chest
by the way. I just wanted to like preempt any attempts to cheat us out of the fingers.
Why would you tell us they're on the ship? You could have just said they're already in the vault.
Well, I like to seem trustworthy, so I tend to not lie to people. 'Cause,
That's fair.
I mean, most people don't believe that I'm not lying, considering I'm the chief of secret police. But you know, I usually tell the truth. A lot of the people, well, I only lie when I have to. I only lie to criminals and vagabonds.
I think
By the way,
technically
is
piracy is illegal like everywhere, so that would kind of include me.
You
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm not lying to any of you. Trust me. To be honest with you, I think I'm probably one of the most trustworthy people in Barul.
Okay, that works for me.
Alright, well, glad it works for at least one of you.
I'm not a liar, and you can believe me because I tell the truth.
Hmm.
I'm the chief of secret police, but I always tell the truth.
Yeah, that sounds totally fine. He divides. Woodburn ends up dividing all of the adventurers into 3 groups. You guys are all put in the same group with no one else. Then the other 2 are made up of like 5 other adventurers that have been invited here. And now, while you all enjoy your dessert, and I get some dessert myself, we brought a band to perform for all of you while you consider our offer and give me your answer tomorrow morning for breakfast. We have a nice continental breakfast prepared for everyone.
Varys perks up at the mention of a band. He's very excited.
All right, and 5 performers with various instruments will come up towards the table, and they're going to start performing for everyone. I'm using the old Kaz model.
Okay. There's 5 of them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's 5.
Classes.
Yeah, there's 5 Kazes who have taken up music and are playing music for you.
Well, it has been 100 years, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe he got bored, ran out of things to do with Tin, and decided to take up music.
I mean, it's
What?
fair.
Wait, what about children?
I was leaning more towards. It's been 100 years. I mean, he could have a lot of children in between that then and now.
Yeah, how many children did we decide that he had, Madeline?
With 10, he has 4.
Yeah, so he has at least 4. That's all I'm gonna say.
it's his grandchildren?
Yeah, it's Kez's grandchildren, sure.
Technically, he and 10 could be grandparents.
Yeah, I mean, technically, it's been 100 years, so yeah, I guess they could be. But no, they are not. No, these guys would be considerably stronger if they were Kaz's grandkids. So these are just normal performers, as far as you can tell. They start playing music. They play a few songs, like Halfling Camp. If any of you have ever listened to that, let me find the video.
Do they play the Cantina song?
Yes, they play the Cantina song. Yeah. Yeah, you can get Finn a model to control.
No.
Let's see here.
While the band is playing,
they're playing Halfling Camp to start out with.
How about Ride of the Valkyries?
How about what?
Ride of the Valkyries?
Oh yeah, they'll start playing Ride of the Valkyries too. You notice that like when they do halfling camp, one of their members is a halfling and another is an elf. If you know the song, you know the reference there.
And while the band is playing, I actually go to speak with Seabreeze and say in Draconic, you noticed the stones, right?
Yeah, those things are made. Those are bad.
What type of
Like I answer back in Draconic, those are bad.
What type of magic?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Necrotic.
Shit.
Yes.
You
necromancy.
also notice that Woodburn has one of them around his neck.
When I cast my spell, I was able to hear voices saying, "Help me, help us."
Well,
Technically, they just said "help us." They never said "help me." They said "help
Either way,
us."
help us.
Oh man, this I did not expect.
I don't know what's in there, but that I know there's some sort of consciousness, some sort of creature inside of each one of those.
It feels like this is really bad. If the stories are the stories about them, it's very true, then stones like these are possibly very dangerous, even though they're not, because they have the soul of Loath. Having even a single soul, the power could be.
Yeah, they're nowhere near as powerful as the stones that you guys had to deal with last campaign.
They're not as powerful as the stones.
Yeah,
I don't think they're as powerful as the stones of legend.
Yeah.
I would have felt it if it were that, but
Hey guys, what are you guys whispering so mysteriously about over here?
you guys notice that like Dimitri is staring at you guys as you're whispering, and he across the table says to you in Draconic, "Yeah, they are evil, aren't they?"
Wait, we were whispering, so how can he hear us?
I have very well hearing, and you weren't whispering as quietly as you think you were.
Did you roll?
I won't say anything to Woodburn, but if you imply anything that we make, or that the company makes, or that the Berulian Greater Empire is responsible for is evil, I'm afraid I might have to kill you. So please keep the fact that the stones are evil to yourselves, please. Thank you.
Skully pipes up in Draconic. I have a question.
Yeah, what is your question, Mr. Gravedigger?
You guys, so talk a lot about the Barul company of what's its. I'm just
The North Berulian Trading Company.
Yeah, that's the what's its. I'm just trying to wrap my head around why the head of the secret police is so gosh darn concerned with protecting the reputation of a company.
They have substantial investment in our company.
Oh, okay.
In our organization.
I see. So, you and
Woodburn, yeah.
Between the two of you. So do you work for them or do they work for you?
It's more of a mutual relationship. They keep us funded, and we make sure that no one ever tries to compete with them. And if they do, they're marked as traitors. Usually they are. Sometimes they're not.
Okay.
I mean, for every 100 every 99 traders we kill that way, there's maybe one loyalist that gets caught up in all that.
Okay. Thank you for that information. I think I understand how things work. I'm sorry. I never heard of any of this garbage before. The Forbidden Sea, our time out there, you don't hear a lot except when you hit towns, and for the most part, when you hit towns, you kind of pillage. Pirate.
Yes. I'm aware of your reputation, Mr. Gravedigger.
Oh. That's gratifying.
I mean, we do have files on all 6 of you. So we do
Oh.
know general information about you.
Midori.
How about I give you a roll, and if he rolls above a 15, he knows what you have for breakfast.
Midori just
No, he guesses closely, but not quite right.
by the way,
No.
Midori says pipes up to 7.
But he is able to tell you like what time you had breakfast, like to the minute.
I kind of look startled at the fact that you said that.
Well,
What?
I guess at least 5 of the 6 of you. We are not
7.
quite familiar with Mr.
there's
Artie.
There's 7
Oh,
people.
7 us. There's 7 of us. Wait a minute.
There's Breeze, me,
I'm having the
Nika.
octopus.
Wait, no, it's the 6.
Yeah, there's. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I know.
Well, they're Scarlet, so
No.
Scarlet and the octopus would make 8.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't keep tabs on pets. They're usually attached to the files
He is
on
not a pet.
their owners.
Hmm.
Well, in our eyes, he is deemed as a pet, so his file is attached to your own, Midori.
So, Woodburne's got one of those baubles. Do you have one of those baubles?
No, I unfortunately do not have one of the baubles. It's unfortunately does not work on me.
Oh, yeah. I'm just...
Why would it not work on you?
I guess I'm just such a magical person, I guess.
Some magic items are a little...
Okay, my detect magic is still up.
Are
Do
you
I see
guys-
anything?
Are you guys still talking in Draconic?
no, we're called.
I think like once they stopped talking about how everything was evil, they moved over into common.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how much of this am I getting?
You know that they have a file on you and everyone else that's by you except for Artie. That seems to worry Dimitri a bit.
Files on all of us, huh?
Yes, we also have files on the rest of your family and your 2 siblings.
Oh. Lovely.
Doesn't one like run a business or something? What was it? Jog my memory. What business did they go into? It was give me a minute here. It's on the tip of my tongue. You
You got this, I believe you.
hold on.
I'm gonna save you here, Nick. None of the siblings run a business.
Oh, damn! I thought you said one of them did, or like, was there
No.
someone in your family run a business or something?
My entire family is part of the guild, the Weavers Guild, and they sell.
That's what I was thinking. That was what I was thinking of. But yeah, I'm sorry. I meant your family's in the weaving business. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not that much of a discovery, considering it's a well-known family.
Yes. I mean, they did make my uniform, and he like gestures to his uniform that he's like made more fabulous. Is the best way I can describe it.
Of course they did.
I have a document on
Like he also has like a cape, like as well that will occasionally just kind of like blow in the breeze.
You're taunting me with another cape.
Yep.
Gosh, I love tearing those things.
And he well, I mean, we do have files on all of you, some more than others. So, I mean, we have a general a file is being made for Mr. Artie, as we for some reason don't have any information on him. He must be He must either be from the Confederacy or the Nalavian Confederation, as we don't really have any operations there. The Empire, we have limited operations there, so I guess he could be part of Xylon's Empire. How about it, Mr. Artie? Where are you from?
I am from around.
All right. I appreciate. Yeah. I appreciate the challenge. We'll get back to you and see what our agents turn up on you, Mr. Artie.
I've been to around.
Artie looks slightly distressed, but
I've been to around. I bunked.
Is there a language that only Warforged would speak? Or that would be Warforged in a very limited number of people?
I don't know. He does know. Considering where he did grow up, Artie knows Thieves' Cant.
Does anyone else speak Thieves' Cant?
I don't, unfortunately.
I do not.
It hurts to say that.
Does anyone else speak Thieves' Cant?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. So then Dimitri starts saying hello, Artie, in several different languages until he arrives at Thieves' Cant, and no one seems to really react to it when he says it in Thieves' Cant. So he's like, I take it you're the only one of your group there that speaks Thieves' Cant? Mr. Artie.
I kind of look around and say, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, no one else is reacting to it, so and as far as I know, no one else here knows Thieves' Cant except for myself and Mr. Woodburn.
That
or
is
General
strange.
Woodburn.
That is a predicament. I thought it was a rather common language. It was somewhat useful in my last job, but at that I kind of stop.
Yes, I imagine a Warforged such as yourself would be working in one of the factories, I imagine.
Warforged? I don't know what you are talking about. As you can clearly see, I am a human.
Sure you are. You may have to lie to your party, but you don't have to lie to me. I don't care either way. The way I see it, you're doing a job for the Greater Berulian Empire, and with that, it earns a certain amount of looking the other way from the secret police, at least. Perhaps maybe, well, you claim to just be a human. Perhaps maybe the Berulian secret police can help keep people off your tail should you actually be a Warforged, like I suspect. I mean, we do hold significant influence in Berul, and
Humans, and Warforged for that matter, do not possess tails. It can be an addition, but it is quite an expensive thing to add.
you're not helping your case there. But we will help keep people away from you and prevent them from hunting you down. Can you understand that? Should you actually be a Warforged and require our protection, that is. If you're a human, you would have no need of our extra protection that we're going to provide you, but I mean, yeah, extra protection couldn't hurt, right?
I kind of look at you and say, protection would be nice.
Yeah. We'll make sure that our agents keep us informed of anyone keeping an eye on you, and should they plan anything harmful, well, you'll never hear about it, and you'll never see them. And Dimitri kind of smiles at that, Oh, yes. You will never see them. You might hear their screams, though. He smiles even wider at that.
Wow.
Woodburn kind of like gives him a bit of a glance that you guys can't really see at that, but I mean, only Artie would know what they were talking about there. But when he like looks back, Woodburn kind of has a bit of a smile on his face too. Why don't you guys tell me a bit more about your set? And Woodburn starts saying to you guys as the band that's playing starts to play the national anthem of the Kingdom of the White Flower. Can anyone guess what that national anthem is? Please, someone get this. It is not that hard. It is a reference. Please.
Drawing a
Do you
blank
have any
here.
clues, or are you just telling us a guess?
I'm like telling you that this is literally a song about a white flower. What famous song is there about
Edelweiss.
white? Yes, it's Edelweiss. They start singing Edelweiss.
I wouldn't know that.
That
Yeah, in this world, it's known as the national anthem of the Kingdom of the White Flower, not Edelweiss, but they are basically singing Edelweiss. So let me just post that, the Edelweiss to the chat, so you all can listen to it if you wish. And,
oh, the Sound
You-
of Music.
yeah, the Sound of Music.
Okay.
You've seen the Sound of Music, right?
Long
Yep.
time ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'd be very concerned if you've never seen that.
I guess you're concerned for me then.
Oh. Well, next time I see you, I'll have to like tie you down and force you to watch Sound of Music then.
Oh,
I'm just
I'll be
kidding.
the next
I have to put it on. What? What was that? Sorry?
That'll be the next time that we see each other.
I have no
Okay.
idea, but if we ever see each other again, I'm putting on the Sound of Music for you because it's a good movie.
I mean, Nick, you're going to be still going to school here, and other Nick still lives here.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna put the octopus on top of your player model for now, Midori.
Go.
And also I'm gonna give you editing or not editing control of your octopus, so you can move it around as well. So you now have the octopus and yourself command. When these guys start playing Edelweiss, the national anthem of the Kingdom of the White Flower, Dimitri and Woodburn look a bit nervous. Way in the back, you see the generals and stuff booing and saying that this is in very poor taste, and like yelling at the performers to stop the performance. And then the entire common room is rocked with an explosion. And all of the entire table that the generals are at is just gone, and the generals are now just like a fine red mist. And
Table is
you, way in the back, towards the bottom of the map,
Okay.
and all of you are a bit dazed from the explosion. And the performers drop their instruments and say, "For the Kingdom of the White Flower," and pull out crossbows and start shooting in the direction of Woodburn and Dimitri. Please roll for initiative for me.
Okay.
Alright. Someone, Nick Jr., you're the one who knows how to do the turn order. Can you do that for me?
Who all am I?
The party, adventurers, Berulian soldiers, Woodburn, Dimitri, Captain Mugo, and the Kingdom of the White Flower terrorists, or the musicians as you formerly knew them.
Okay, so one for the party, and one for the Imperial Guards, and one for the two special ones. Is that
one for Woodburn and Dimitri, yes,
okay.
and one for Captain Mugo, the 37th.
And let's see, and that's the one that's Jack Sparrow, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's Jack Sparrow. I might replace it later with a picture of like a drow female, but I feel like a pirate captain such as Captain Hugo.
And then another one for the pirates?
Yeah, another one for the pirates. And make sure you get the White Flower people as well.
I already got them in.
Okay. I'm just currently marking all of the generals and high-ranking Berulians as dead from the explosion.
I can't get to my character. Also, I can't actually move it too.
You can move what?
I can't move my character nor get to the turn order.
Oh, okay. Give me a second, and I'll fix that as soon as I'm done with the making sure all the generals and shit are dead.
By the way,
Watch your profanity.
What?
Nothing.
Let's see here. Who can't
by
move?
the way, Finn also has his own.
Oh, I accidentally gave control of Tabby to Wright. Sorry about that. That's why you couldn't. Artie, do you have? Okay, good. Artie has control of himself. It's just I accidentally gave Tabby control of Tabby to Wright. Tabby, can you try moving your character right now? Tabby.
And Tabby, don't you need a token for your hawk? For your beast companion? Tabby?
Tabby.
Yeah. I'm here. Yep, I can move him. And I can do this now.
Alright.
Do you need a token for your animal companion?
Yeah. Red Tail Hawk.
Oh, you have one too?
Let's see here. Red Tail.
Your animal companion is an actual thing that can fight?
Yes.
I was talking to the Civ.
No.
I know yours can fight.
Yeah. Finn has its own independent of me.
Okay.
Civ Star Wars character is Midori.
Oh. Let's see here. Hold on, I've got a picture of a hawk. I'll add just give me a second to add the hawk. I need to upload a picture real quick. So it's just Tabby that has a hawk. Why don't you add the hawk to the initiative order as well, I guess.
And well, does the hawk go on your initiative order, Tabby?
Probably.
Okay.
But I think you've already given the octopus a place in the.
I got rid of it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it should just go on his turn, right? If it's something that can actually,
it'll go on his turn. Yeah.
Attack and such. And
okay, let's see. How many?
Are you Beastmaster Ranger, Midori?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need to make
has its own
6.
independent initiative. It says.
So okay, then roll 6d20. All right, so
I'll add the octopus back then.
Let's see where the hell is.
You'll need to roll initiative for the octopus as well. We still need the initiative roll for Skully.
Yeah.
7,
and then
15.
Initiative orders. And the initiative order for the octopus.
And what stats did you decide to use for her? for Scarlet again? You said a certain type of monster, right?
What?
For Scarlet, her stats? What type of monster?
Can you add this as a token as well that I can control?
Yeah, sure, I can add that. I'd like to know what. Yeah, I'd also like to know.
Right, your arcane cannon.
Eldritch
Yeah.
Cannon.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Artie, what's your dex?
What?
What's your dex? We both rolled 9.
My dexterity is 14, so a +2 proficiency bonus.
We both got +2. What's your dex?
Roll again. See.
I have 14 as dexterity.
Okay, mine's 15.
Okay,
My
so then
magic is 14, by the way.
Varius goes first then.
Okay.
Alright.
Put
Alright, I'll put this by Artie Wright and make it controllable by Artie Wright. And save changes. There we go. It should.
They make sure to have their HP on their tokens,
Alright.
including for your animal companions.
Tabby.
Who matched me with 14 initiative, by the way? There was 14.
What stats did we decide for Scarlet? A certain type of monster, I believe.
Abby, what's your dex?
My
you
dex?
matched with Midori.
I haven't heard anything.
My dex is 20.
Yeah, you go for 4.
Well, technically 18 plus 2. So 20 plus 5.
You go ahead of me.
So I technically would be go first.
Well, we still need to enter. No, Skully got a 6. No, didn't
Yeah,
enter
I'm
in.
just well, I'm having some trouble. Roll 20.
Sorry, I got it.
Okay.
I got you in.
Captain Hugo. Alright. For the groups of people, I've just given one of them a health bar for now. And I'll give them health bars as we go on as needed.
Okay.
So basically, the Brilliant Soldiers and the Pirates all have 10 HP. Dimitri has 1,000 HP. Woodburn has 750. And Captain Mugo has 500. Basically, everything besides them and the party has 10 HP. Alright, so let's do this in descending order. So I guess the top of the order is the octopus.
I think
what
he's just gonna.
Who's eating their mic? Okay, it stopped.
Like it sounded like it was coming from Skully.
Yeah, that was probably. I'm having a bit of trouble. I think I worked it out, but.
Quick question: what material is the airship made out
A mix of wood and metal.
of? Okay.
Please don't set it on fire.
I mean, yeah, you are 100 miles up, so if this goes down.
I don't think any of us have Featherfall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also have to roll for Scarlet. I just remembered.
Okay, roll for Scarlet.
I thought Scarlet went on your turn.
I mean, we Doctopus has his own turn, so we might as well give the hawk its own turn.
No, wait. Companion. Okay. James, for Verity, the companion obeys your command as best as you can and rolls for initiative like any other creature, but you determine its actions, decisions.
Yeah, so it has its own initiative as well, so roll for it, please.
Yeah, it's going to be last.
I think there's another one who had 1, so.
Yeah, let's see. The soldiers had 1.
Should I go to the.
What is the soldier's dex, and what is the Hawk's dex?
The soldiers have no bonus to dex.
And we decided for what type of animal again for Scarlet? I think it was like beginning with an O.
I have no idea.
I think it was owl.
Yeah, owl or something. Let's see. Owl D&D stats.
What was this? What was the list of possible creatures that you could pick when you did the Beast Companion?
You have a dex of +1, so it would go first. So please, someone write 1.5 for the hawk.
Already got it.
Okay.
So this is all the octopus's turn, and
It does not provoke
health
opportunity
for
attack. And
health for Skully, the octopus, the hawk.
it has +3 to hit as well. The hawk does.
Oh.
Oh. No, let me look up octopus. Octopus stats D&D.
By the way, each bot. Yeah, I got his stats up.
Okay. The octopus has +4 to hit. And apparently can shoot an ink cloud as well.
Yep. But that's if it's in water.
Yeah.
I can't shoot someone in the face with ink.
Yep.
Hey, quick question. We are currently behind a table.
Yeah.
Does that count as us being in half cover?
Yeah. That's like half cover, yeah.
Alright.
And I just need to resolve something real quick because the musicians kind of got a surprise round shooting crossbows in the direction of Dimitri and Woodburn. So, 5. Actually, they have a crossbow that shoots like 2 bolts. Or has 2 bolt capacity. So I'm rolling 2 d20 for each of them. One of their crossbows jams and no longer works because he got a nat 1. The rest of them with +4 to dex are going to end up hitting some of the Imperial soldiers. They're going to miss. Let's see, so that is 9 hits / roll. How much is a crossbow? A D8 or a D6?
What type of crossbow?
Just like a normal crossbow.
I believe it's the... Let me look it up.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Crossbow, 5e.
You already looked it up, alright?
A 1d8 piercing is what it says for me. So, roll 9d8. So that's 38. And I'm just going to round that up to 40. So, dead. Like, one of the guys takes a crossbow bolt to the throat, another one straight through the eye, another one, dead in the chest. The other one, tries to stop it, try and raise his hand to, protect himself, but it, goes through his hand and out the other way, and then through his throat. And he is very much dead and has, a massive hole in him now. Because he's had an arrow go through his entire arm and out the other side. But none of the crossbow bolts actually end up hitting Dimitri or Woodburn.
Okay, your animal companion's ability to...
Alright, so I believe it is Finn's go.
Finn is staying on my head.
Is he going to do anything?
I mean, it doesn't say how far his ink can reach.
Okay, yes, also has proficiency.
It's like a 5 foot. He reaches 5 feet.
Okay, so
Or
it
maybe
actually
an
has
attack
almost
thing
like
right beside him.
14.
It just says that's a 5-foot radius of ink if it's in water. So
Yeah, your tentacles is 5 feet to hit, so you'd have to be right up against someone to hit them.
Yeah, but I was talking about the ink.
There isn't a range on that. Doesn't say.
There is no.
I'd assume that would probably only be like 5-10 feet or something like that.
10 feet. Because
Yeah,
we're at it pretty far.
well, let's just make it like 20 feet. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just like do this like right outside of like what you can. Yeah, 20 feet. We'll go 20 feet because it's like right out of range of these guys. So let's go 20 feet. So is that it for Finn's turn? He's just going to stay on your head.
By the way, how do you do that? The footmark.
There's
what?
the symbol
The
with
little
the
circle with the ruler. If you click on that, it'll allow you to measure things out.
Okay.
If that's the end of Finn's turn, I believe next is the Kingdom of the White Flower guys, and as they ready another. Why the hell can't I? Oh, come on! Okay, there we go. And as they ready another shot, some more people burst into the room, and they are more of the same kind of people, and they're also going to fire into the crowd of soldiers. So / roll 20d20 plus 4. 1, 2,
Okay, where are
6.
they?
So it's 6 that don't hit, so that's 14 hits. / roll. Actually, no, 13 because one of them jammed. Now 2 of them have 2 jammed crossbows. / roll. And let's see, that'd be 13d8. That's 70. So, oof, a lot of these soldiers are not making it through this fight, are they?
Mm-mm.
So 1, 2, 3. Next is going to be Woodburn, I believe. But let me just murder these guys first. 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's only like a handful of these guys. There's only like 4 soldiers left.
Dang.
So it is Woodburn's turn. And he pulls out what looks like a magically powered musket and aims it at one of these guys who just killed most of his men. And he has 3 attacks, which he's going to target like a different enemy with each. He has +5 to hit, so he hits all of them. Actually, wait, no, with proficiency, I think he'd have like +10, so all 3 of those are hits. And / roll. That is 66 damage. He downs 3 of these guys in a quick succession of fire from his magical musket that he has.
Heck yeah.
3 of these? Okay.
Yeah, he downs 3 of them. And then it is Dimitri's turn. Dimitri goes absolutely apeshit at seeing like a lot of the people around him die. Like some of it, like the guy next to Woodburn is still like choking on a crossbow bolt. And a lot of them have been just like totally instantly killed by this, but there's a few of them who are still like on the ground suffering, dying slowly. So he loses his shit, and he basically does a like unnaturally powerful leap to propel himself right next to these 2 remaining guys. And he is going to make 4 separate melee attacks. 4d20 plus 10 All of those are going to hit, and one's nat 20. So, let's see. So that'd be 5d12, 5d12, 45. So he is able. He with two quick slashes of his great axe that he wields decapitates both of these terrorists, basically. But there's still the 5 on the other side of the table. It is now Midori's go.
No, it's mine. It'll be my go.
No,
Yeah,
it's Midori.
But I have a
No.
modifier
He
of.
has higher dex.
Okay, sorry. You guys
Yeah.
didn't add anything to yours to let me know who it's supposed to be.
Oh, sorry.
So let me just fix the initiative order. And alright, Tabby, it is your go.
Okay, so I like to actually get a.
Actually, before you go, I'm going to change one thing real quick. So you guys have a bit more to do. Like, after Dimitri goes apeshit on these guys, a bunch of them emerge from a back room and are now trying to close in on the party. So you have some targets behind you that you can go after.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I basically turn around, pull out my bow, and then knock an arrow and shoot at this guy right here.
Which guy? Okay, yeah. You can go ahead and shoot him.
Okay. Plus, and hold on, I have something. Wait 1 minute. Archery +2 bonus to attack rolls. Proficient, so I actually have a +9 to attack. 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and it's a 1d8 plus. Question: I have something called Archery, which states a +2 bonus to attack rolls with ranged weapons. Will that also add to my attack, or just my see if I can hit him?
Come again?
Archery. Better yet, let me do this to make it easier for you to understand.
Archery +2 bonus attack rolls with a ranged weapon. Yeah. What about that?
Is it just to actually hit, or can I also use it?
I'm gonna say it improves damage too.
Okay. So that means I actually have a +7. 13 damage.
Let's see here. Hmm. 13 damage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Nick, can you mark that guy as dead for me? I'm trying to do something real quick. It is not working for me, but I'm trying something. I'm trying to find an image for something else, but all of them are .gifs.
Question: is the chair we're sitting here a stool, or is it a regular chair?
It's a regular chair.
Okay. I would like to use, once I take the shot, I would like to take cover behind it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Troy. Oh wait, actually, I think I know a better way, a better picture even. That probably isn't going to be a .gif. Fuck.
Would it also be my archery skill, my archery attack, also add to see if I hit too?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good then.
Okay. Oh, for... You gotta be kidding me. Why is everything... Like, whenever I try to find a picture, why are they all in .gifs? What?
How about this?
Hold on a
You
second.
copy it, paste it on the Discord, and then save the image that's on Discord.
Sorry. Can you say that again? I didn't...
Take the image, post it on Discord, copy and save it from Discord, and then upload it to the onto Roll20.
Okay. Alright, so let's try that. I don't know if that'll...
For the shot, right?
Yeah, I guess it's worth a shot. Discord. That would still save it as a oh wait, yeah, that'd still save it as a .gif if I do it that way.
What you trying to do?
I'm trying to find a picture of a Warforged, but all of them are like .gif. Oh, I found a JPEG. I found a .jpeg finally after so goddamn long. But it is now Midori's turn, as I've took that little detour, like struggling to find a picture of a Warforged.
Midori is gonna cast Eldritch Blast on that closest one right there.
Ooh, Madeline's favorite spell. No
Which one?
comment. Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, great, fantastic.
Yep.
She got-
gosh.
Aim it away from me.
Guessing there was some bad experiences with that spell now.
Oh, I shot her with it like 6 times.
Oh my god.
I mean, that was like 1 attack round, so...
Yeah, it was 1 attack round. I got shot 6 times by my ally,
10 will hit. Yeah, 10 will hit.
but it wasn't even an accident. It was intentional.
Wow.
Hey, you were disguised as a drow soldier.
And I literally surrendered, and you still shot me.
Well, Ignis was trying to murder you too.
I didn't actually hit her.
Just because he wasn't able to hit you doesn't mean he wasn't trying to kill you too.
He didn't even reach his turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna round that 9 up to a 10, and which one are you firing at?
This one. That didn't
Which one? Okay, that one? Okay. That one is... just edit his health real quick. -10. Enter. He is dead. So if it's like 1 away from their max HP in a shot, I'm probably just gonna like round it up for future reference.
That's fair. And I can do a bonus action
Yep.
called Grasp of the D. I can create a 10-foot long tentacle within 6 feet of me.
Okay.
And it can make a melee spell attack against the D6 cold or lightning.
Okay.
Lasts for
And
me.
where
It
do
also
you
lasts
like summon this
1 minute.
tentacle?
Give me a second.
So could you post an image of what
I'm
your
just going to
tentacle
use the
looks like?
octopus for now as a like makeshift image for it. Where are you placing it, by the way?
I'll place it right here.
Okay, right there.
It's going to attack this
But
guy.
after you finish your turn, look for an actual token, a token that might be good for that you want your tentacle to be. You want your tentacles to look like.
I'm trying to figure out if I have to roll to see if it hits or if it on.
I imagine you'd probably have to roll to see if it hits.
Honestly, okay.
11 will hit, yeah. Roll for damage.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, that was weird. Don't know what happened.
You abandoned us.
Anyways, the tentacle 11 to hit.
11 will hit.
And I'm gonna make it lightning damage.
Okay.
And it reduces its speed by 10 if it's still alive.
How much damage does it deal?
1d8.
Alright, roll a d8.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So sad. Well, it reduces its movement speed.
That's good at least.
I was hoping to get it to these guys over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're probably going to have another opportunity to attack.
Yeah. Varius, it is your go.
I want to do first. I think it's a bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon, and then use my action to attack this guy.
Is it a ranged or melee weapon?
I think melee.
Son, move by that guy, please.
No. I meant like I don't hold it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a weapon that the weapon moves over there and attacks. I don't
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so roll for your spiritual weapon to hit.
Okay, yeah. I think that hits.
Yep. Roll for damage.
So 1d8 plus 4. So 12. That's max damage. All I can do.
Your spiritual weapon decapitates this poor guy.
Oh, he had it coming.
I mean, yeah, they all kind of have it coming because they literally just committed an act of terrorism. But
Yeah.
That's fair.
And we'll
Wait,
need another token for your spiritual weapon.
No,
What?
it's a spiritual weapon? What was it?
I mean, find one, but you guys can go on and I'll.
okay, Artie, it's your go.
Alright, so Artie sees the commotion around Arrow's lung, and he starts mumbling himself, well, this is not a good predicament. This is really not good. It appears that things are going out of hand, he says, walking here.
Okay.
The entire time that he's... Let me just double check. The entire time that he is walking, he is fumbling with something in his hand, and once he reaches that space, he finally finishes what he was tinkering with, and throws down a cannon with legs, a eldritch cannon in force ballista configuration. The cannon.
Go ahead.
The cannon walks to. Let me double check. Walks to here,
Okay.
and shoots at this guy.
Which guy?
At this one.
Oh, okay. Roll the hit.
Is 23 hit?
How much? 23?
Is it 23 hit?
No. Yes, of course it's 23 will hit. These guys have an AC of like 10.
Oh,
Alright, so
I'm just gonna. I'll finish when you're done.
Alright, so the cannon appears to be charging something, and then there's a loud whoop sound as a supercharged piece of what appears to be some sort of fire rushes out of the cannon, and strikes that person. That person flies back 5 feet away from the cannon.
I'm gonna have him fly back like 10 feet so he can go over to the guy that he's by. Alright, and roll for damage, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm just making sure. And takes... You fucking kid! 3 damage.
Rip.
So it lightly grazes him, but it's just enough to launch him. I was talking to the guy that you launched left, not that guy.
Oh yeah, I know. He I launched him like 10 feet. Like the guy by him ducked and he went over him. Is how I imagined that happening. So I didn't.
Targeting this guy.
Yeah, I know which guy you were targeting. Oh, you were targeting this guy?
Yeah.
Well, retcon. That guy was that guy. Let's just say.
Right.
And I've retconned it. This guy is now moved back here.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, so that's my action to create that. So
Alright, so then
that's my turn.
Captain Mugo's turn.
Yeah, before that, Tabby just so cool.
Alright, and while on Captain Mugo's turn, let's see where the hell it is. There it is. Oh, wait, I have groups of these saved already. Alright, so let's copy that. As Captain Mugo, as it is her turn, more of these guys break into the room.
Okay.
Ready to attack anyone that they come across, because they want everyone in this room dead. You guys are just unfortunately caught up in their whole the shenanigans.
And their shenaniganery.
Yeah, their terroristic shenanigery. And the Warforged servants start emerging from the kitchen as well. And they're all chanting, exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Do you want me to add them to the order?
Will they?
They'll go on the same turn as the terrorists.
Before or after?
Oh, they're on the terrorist side?
Yep, they've been hacked. Exterminate, exterminate. The revolution begins now.
Oh, good thing none of us are Warforged.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
none of you are Warforged. That is totally 100% true.
You're all completely organic in every way.
Yeah. Organic in every way.
Yep. Well, Captain Mugo seems to down some sort of potion and teleports over to the people over here. so she can start attacking them. And she has a long sword that's used as like a slat. It has a large range. It has like a 5 foot like splash damage kind of thing. So she has 2 attacks, so she's basically like hitting all of them once, and the guy in the middle twice. Is what's happening.
Okay.
So let's do the first attack. Sorry, what?
I just said okay.
2. Actually, no. 3. Yeah. Roll 3d20 for the first attack. That's 2 nat 20s. Oh boy.
And a 19.
Yeah. So roll.
Wow.
That'd be 5d8. It's 21. So I'm going to portion that as follows. These 2 guys dead, and the guy here takes 1 damage. And the second attack, all of those will hit. And 25 damage, so these guys in the end are dead. And this guy in the middle takes 5. Minus 5. So he's down to like 4. It is now, I think that's Skully McGravedigger's turn.
Yep. So Skully limps over to this guy right here
Okay.
and pulls out a flail. I'm really sorry. I wish you weren't here.
That'll hit.
Okay.
He's dead.
Well, that's Skully.
How do you want to kill him?
I bring the flail down, and it wraps around his neck, and I break it.
Okay. You break his neck with the flail. It is now the pirate/crew's turn.
How many of them are left?
Basically, all of them are still left.
Well, one entire table was wiped out.
That was of the higher ups, not the pirates.
Oh, you're talking about that group.
So I'll be right back and need to use the restroom.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was muted because I was trying to eat. But yeah, the pirates like throw their. They all had like one like hand grenade type bomb thing that they threw at these guys. They were reduced to this like red mist, and yeah, they're all dead. But the pirates used up their one and only bomb that each of them carried, so it is now Seabreeze's.
And they
What,
did
so
this
who's dead?
on a
What?
wooden ship.
So who's dead? Oh,
Yeah, they did use it on a wooden ship. Yeah, they did. That might not have been the best thing for them to do.
If they thought it was a suicide mission, they're doing their job.
Yeah. So basically, this portion of hold on. This portion of the god damn it. This is just not working for me, is it? Alright. So basically this portion of the floor is just gone from the bombs that they have thrown. So that part of the floor is impassable.
Where do you find these people? I mean, I found my crew in a cave.
Woodburn shouts at you. We found them at a bomb factory.
And you brought them into the air?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Hey man, the secret police gotta
I'll
cut
put
corners
that on your
sometimes.
tombstone. If we die here, that's going on your tombstone.
His turn.
Like a good idea at the time.
Nick is in the bathroom, I think.
Oh. Oh, you scream at Woodburn some more.
Yeah, let's all scream at Woodburn until Nick gets back.
I cannot believe this service. This is the worst I've ever had.
We gave you a 5-star meal and dessert and had you serenaded with music. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. The musicians that were hired by the government and the Berulian army happened to be terrorists. I had no control over the music. I provided all the food and lodgings and everything for you.
I'm sorry, are you
The one
not
part of this that wasn't controlled by me just so happens to be the one part that goes wrong. I have no control over this, so please stop fucking blaming me.
As
Woodburn,
the
not in charge of the government and the military? Aren't you a general? Isn't that what you're in charge of?
I'm a general, but there are generals above me. This was above my pay grade.
I don't think that's. Why would they spend their time worrying about the band?
Because, the Berulian High Command was at the table that just got wiped out. All the major generals and everyone who's, above me, above, except for maybe, 2 or 3 people. Well, everyone above me, except for maybe, 2 or 3 people, were killed right there. So, I don't know.
The government's in a bit of a predicament.
Yeah. There's a huge-ass power vacuum that's gonna need to be filled, and I can't fill it. I've achieved the highest rank that the Berulian government will allow me to have.
So, wait, what's going on here?
Woodburn, the Berulian High Command is dead. Those are the generals that just got killed by the bomb that went off. Woodburn revealed that he's the highest rank that the Berulian government will allow him to have, implying that he could rise higher, but he's forbidden from doing so.
Yeah.
I do want to say, Woodburn, I never even said directly that I was blaming you. You just kind of assumed that I was.
Well, usually whenever something goes wrong, everyone blames me. I'm sorry.
Apology
I do blame
accepted.
you for the picking up people in a bomb factory and bringing them onto a wooden ship and.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Yeah,
thing
that is my fault. I mean, I thought it was a bit of a bad idea, but Dimitri reassured me that it wouldn't be that bad.
So Dimitri is who we should blame.
Yes, Dimitri is who you should blame. And when he says that, Dimitri, who is oh shit, did he murder the last few guys there?
Yep.
Yeah, he is taking a bite out of one of these guys, and he looks back at you, when you say like we should blame Dimitri. So his like blue lips have like blood dripping down them, and he kind of
Yeah,
just
so-
lets out like a little growl at you.
Dimitri, this is all on you, the bomb people here.
We blame you.
Okay.
He growls louder. All right, it is your go. We were all yelling at Woodburn while you were gone.
Oh,
All
I
right.
was.
I need to use the restroom.
Midori's just gonna
Okay.
say. Like,
This is a group right here, right?
Where?
um,
Right here.
I cannot see where you're.
Bottom. Look at the bottom.
Bottom. Oh. Yeah. What about them?
This guy is getting shot at with magic.
Like, wait, what is your range of your magic, or is there no range?
120 feet.
How far away is that? I wonder. Like,
115 feet.
oh, jeez, that is very,
110
very
feet.
that is very convenient,
105
actually.
feet.
Yeah, okay,
I have enough range to hit him.
all right.
Same.
But wouldn't you have like disadvantage, or
I can
does
hit him
that
too,
not
no?
apply
The
for magic?
range
That's the range.
is 120 feet. 20 feet.
Okay.
Same with
hell.
my Eldritch Blast. You can reach all of them.
Hmm. All right, so roll the hit.
I fire a guiding bolt. Ten's enough to hit, right?
Oh yeah, 10 is just enough to hit.
Okay. And he takes 15 points of radiant damage.
15.
As I play a chord on my instrument, bolts of sacred energy fly all the way across the table into that guy.
All right, yeah, the energy like strikes him, and then he explodes as soon as it like makes contact with him. And he has covered his comrades in the floor in blood.
I did not expect it to be that powerful.
All right, it is now the Hawk's turn.
Okay, but I can't actually move it.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me fix that real quick.
Okay.
It is now under your control. Right now.
Yep, I can. Okay. So basically, I command Scarlet to go help Skully with the last.
The last guy over there.
Yep. And she's going to basically swoop out and attack his eyes. And just need him.
Give me an advantage attack roll since you're going for his eyes.
Advantage, and I think he has a 1 minute. It'll be actually a +1 for, well, +3 because
Yeah, that's +3 according to the stat block.
Wait, what? It actually a dexterity of +1, but I'm adding with my because
it says
companion bond
on its stat block. It says it has +3 to hit. So
an owl.
Yeah, an owl.
Huh.
It also
Strange.
apparently only does 1d1 slashing damage.
Yeah,
So one
but I'm
damage.
looking up like this thing called companion bonds. I'm trying to see what it just loses its multi attack, base, has a built-in in-game statistic determined in part by your level. Your companion uses a proficiency bonus rather than its mind proficiency bonus rather than its own, in addition to the areas where it's normally used as proficiency bonus.
So that's like +5 to hit then?
Yeah, +5. And I'm looking. Yeah. +5 to hit him. 23 hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And it's 1d. It just does 1 damage plus dexterity. So
how much?
4 damage it should be.
Okay, so -4.
Or it could be more.
Does it get 1 attack, or how many attacks does this thing get?
I'm looking. I can't really tell. I'm looking up the Visits of the Coast.
Well, according to the thing that I have, it says it only has 1, so I'm going to say it only has 1.
Yeah. Does 4 damage.
And I did it.
Then it flies away to...
Alright. Alright.
Yeah, flies over here.
Alright, and if that's the end of your turn, it's going to be the soldiers, and they are going to basically get Woodburn into like a protective. They're going to like try and move Woodburn and protect him. As a kind of like the VIP person.
VIP formation.
Yeah, VIP formation. It is now Finn's. Finn's go. Does Finn do anything?
Doubt it, since it's not water and he can't move that far.
Okay. So then it is these guys. It is these guys again. The one that's by Mugo is going to try and stab her. That will not hit, and Mugo is going to parry. I think that is the thing that allows her to make a counterattack. And that'll hit. So
Do you note that heroism paladin? Or?
And that guy is dead. No, I'm just giving her like a counterattack ability. It's not really associated with any class that I know of. I might start.
Masters.
Yeah, I think a Battle Master would probably be more of like what Captain Mugo of the 37th would be compared to like a Paladin.
Sorry, that's fine.
Alright. So these guys, let's see, how far can they move? About 30 feet, so they're going to move about right. Nope. They're moving right about there-ish. They're going to, they're actually going to like dual wield crossbows, all of them, and start shooting them into the crowd of the crew.
Dual wielded crossbows are usually light crossbows, which only deal like 1d6 damage, I believe.
Yeah, fine. They're not dual wielding crossbows. So it's still going to be like 8 attacks, though. Roll HD20. Alright. I think it's +5. That's what I think I get. No, +4 is what I gave them. So all but 3 of them hit. So that all but 3 of the 8 attacks hit. So that's 5 attacks hit. Slash roll 5d8. So the unfortunate guy on the end, the 2 guys who are unfortunate enough to be on the end, just completely like eat the all the crossbow bolts, and one of them as he's going down, accidentally like slaps the next guy in the face as he's dying, and that's how that guy took the 1 damage. This is how I'm gonna roleplay that. Okay. What's with what you just typed, Artie?
What?
I said, what's with what you just typed?
I clicked on something up here and it typed that out. I don't know why it typed me out. I think it also crashed me.
Oh.
I'm rejoining Pro20 now.
Alright.
I clicked on Nick's little box, and it's for his attack that he did, and it typed that out and crashed me.
Alright,
What are you talking about?
guys are
Oh, I clicked on your for Seabreeze. I clicked on the guiding bolt thing, and it typed that out, and then crashed me.
Oh.
But it never mind. It doesn't matter.
the rest of the guys are moving into position, and the Warforged seem to like activate some sort of like rocket boosters on them, and they like propel themselves over the table all the way over
Oh
here.
my god.
That's basically like where they land for now. And that's pretty much going to be their. Actually, no, they're going to still have their movement. So they're going to go here, about here, here, here. You'll see why they're arranging themselves like this in a minute, and here. And the guys who are up against the crew, all in unison say, self-destruct, sequence initiated,
Fuck.
and they all explode in perfect unison,
The
Yeah,
killing
Blade.
all of the crew that are over there. But they also destroy a good portion of the floor as well.
what about the people over the?
When the explosion happens, the floor that's still there starts to buckle under the weight of the table above it. And so basically everything that is in that area is now dead and is like as the entire floor collapses under the weight of the table. And the two guys by Woodburn just barely managed to like pull him to safety away from the collapsing floor.
Okay, and okay, and why that's happening? Okay, can someone tell me why that happened? When
And the I think that's about it, because I don't think any of the guys who are still alive can really do any. Oh wait, actually no, all the guys on the left are shooting their crossbows at Mugo. / roll 10d20. Well, so that's one hit, and it's a crit. So roll 4d8. 20. That's 20 damage to Mugo. All right, it is now Woodburn's turn, and he like grabs his little like stone and fires a beam of energy out of it at the group of terrorists over here on the right.
okay,
So let's see. Roll 1d20 plus 15. That is a 19 hit. That'll hit. / roll. And as this thing of energy is launched, the stone kind of disintegrates in his hand, by the way. This is like a one-use thing. And it hits and it like disintegrates all of these guys. And basically also takes out like that much of the floor.
so all these guys are dead.
Yep.
And
There
question,
is
since he doesn't have the stone, does his health drop by a majority?
yeah, his health starts to drop. He is now at He's now going to be at. Give me a second. It's going to be at 500.
It's still quite a lot.
Yeah, I didn't say that this is necessarily the only stone he had. It's just the only one that you can see.
Oh.
And it's the only one that he's going to use. Because he always has at least one that he uses for situations like that. And it is now Dimitri's turn. Let me just see if what I'm thinking of having him do is feasible.
This green square is also people that are dead, right?
Anyone who's in a green square now is dead.
Except on the table, that's where the shark is.
Yeah.
Shark's
Yeah,
dead, technically.
Yeah. Alright. Well, Dimitri seems to have found one of those rocket boosters. I don't know. None of you can really figure out like where the hell he found this. And he starts trying to like propel himself towards the terrorists, but he massively overshoots and ends up accidentally hitting the wall. And
Go on.
he's going to take 271 damage.
Jesus.
Is he still alive?
He still has 1,000 HP. He has a total of 1,000 HP.
Huh.
And he kind of has like a crack in his head at this point from being hit that hard.
Dang.
Won't he be unconscious?
No, he's still conscious.
How?
And his wounds don't even seem to really like stop his determination to murder these guys, and he moves forward with a burst of energy all the way over there. And it is now Tabby's turn.
Okay, so after I'm basically going to go ahead of my cover and basically use a bonus action, if I can, to basically run, to dash to this guy right here and bring out my dagger to stab him.
Which guy?
This guy right here.
Oh, the guy that's still up there, that's still alive? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, roll the hit.
1 minute, so that'll be actually +7. Natural, not 1. I think that
He within that one, I'm gonna say he parries you and is gonna make a free attack on you. Sound fair?
fair.
Does 15 hit?
1 minute. I'm barely hits. Barely.
Uh, 15 damage.
Dang.
Good thing I started you guys at level 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
13. 13, not bad actually. Oh, good.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, basically into my turn.
Midori, it's your go.
Let's see. there a way I can just get closer faster to them?
I don't know, do you have any
It's only-
spells or anything?
Like, I can't attack.
Actually, I have an
I'm not gonna
idea.
get close enough.
And if need be, you can take that.
Hold on, I have an idea. Woodburn is gonna like throw something at you. He's gonna be like, "Take this! It'll get you closer." He like throws like a little stone at you. It's not one of the magical stones we had earlier, though. Roll to see if you can catch this. Dex roll.
Dex roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Where anywhere on the map, you can move anywhere on the map that you wish, but only this movement, and it'll use up what he gave you.
I can still attack afterward, right?
Yeah, you can still attack. He basically gave you like a teleportation stone, which is basically kind of like the same thing that Captain Hugo used. It's like effective range is like 1,000 feet, so basically anywhere on this map.
Try to reach 60 feet on that middle guy. Yeah.
All right, and what are you gonna do?
Give me a second. He's still on my head.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Which spell? What? Yes. I am gonna use a spell called Shatter. No, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna use this spell called Shatter. A sudden loud creature. Is there a way to post it so you can read it? What it says?
You can highlight the information, just quote it in the Discord. Just copy and paste
Well,
it and
there's
go
a-
into Discord.
Yeah, I just copy and paste it into Discord.
Ah, okay. But there was a way you guys were like putting.
I have no idea how Nick Jr. does that. He is a wizard when it comes to Roll20. What was that?
Do what exactly?
Post like rules and stuff like you were doing earlier. Like
Yeah.
that made them look like they were straight out of the book.
That's because I made my character sheet on here.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
I can just pull them straight from here. And true, it's limited by the resources that are available to everybody, but luckily everything that I was wanting was on here.
Alright, so roll your 3d8 thunder damage.
Well, they all have to roll because I'm the point of center is this middle guy right here. So they have to roll a.
Alright, give me a second. Con saving throw, I believe.
Yep. My cons.
What do they have to beat?
Well, my constitution is 14, but I think they need 13.
It
Oh,
should
three
be
of them.
your spell save DC.
And this is called Shatter?
Yes.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I think 3 of them saved.
That
Yeah.
should be your...
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping to
Yeah.
wipe them all out.
Alright, we'll roll your 3d8. And the 3 that save, they take half damage, right?
Give me a second. A shatter.
I hope you roll over 20.
They take half damage.
Yeah, so I hope you roll over 20 so you still wipe them out.
That's 3d8. And then plus spellcasting modifier.
So roll your 3d8 and hope you roll high.
It's 3d8 plus your Warlock, right?
Yes.
It'd be plus your charisma modifier. So it's 3d8 plus charisma. The modifier, not the whole charisma, just the modifier.
Yeah. Heyo.
Okay, then that's enough to hit and kill all of them. All the ones that are in the blast.
And it does significant damage to the floor as well. Because apparently, whoever designed the ship decided, you know what, let's make the floor of the common room wood. Like the outer shell of the airship is made out of metal, but this room is made out of wood.
How big is your area?
It was a
Dan?
10-foot radius of point of origin.
Yeah, I'm just making this the part of the floor that gets destroyed.
Well, it's
Technically, it would be like.
Yeah, I mean, technically it would be if it's 10 feet by 10 feet.
Yep. Then the bottom one.
like.
Yep.
It'd be like this.
Okay, whatever. I don't care too much, but sure. More accurate, I guess. Is that it for your turn, Midori?
Yeah, that'll be end of my turn.
Alright, Varius. Make a dex
Varus.
roll for me, please. As
A dex
Woodburn.
roll?
Yeah, Woodburn's throwing one of these at you as well.
Right.
He's basically just using his turn now as like a support to just like throw teleportation stones at you guys.
Is it it's just a dex
You
or
have to catch
dex
it first.
saving?
Dex.
Oh goodness. Okay.
I only had.
It's
plus
decent.
That's enough, yeah. You catch it. You almost fumble it, but you catch it.
Okay.
I did catching it.
And you can move anywhere you wish on the map this turn only.
Okay, so it's
So
these guys down here.
Yep.
These Warforged, and they're
Wait a
gonna
minute.
deal with that
Are
one
these-
guy.
Wait a minute. I think the aren't the Warforged the only guys left, or is there someone else still alive?
There's
Are these
others are
guys-
dead. Never mind.
There's one
these
guy
guys all
right
dead?
here.
It's just the Warforged and that guy.
Just the Warforged and that guy. Okay.
Where's the guy still? Against Hugo, right? No, where's the other guy?
Tabby.
Right up in the corner.
Here by Tabby.
Oh, okay. The guy, like all these guys have died except for like one of them who was literally spawned right by you guys.
Wait, can we take it in for
Yeah,
interrogation?
all the big groups. Of
I mean, yeah, you
hitters-
can.
I
All the
think
big
we should
groups
Yeah,
of
you
heavy
can.
hitters went off to go deal with these groups. Yeah, went off to go deal with the other groups.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. All right, Varius. What are you gonna do?
Hold on.
Careful not to fall in the hole.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on the very edge. I will move away.
Yeah.
I'll
You
stay
look
there.
over and you see like the next floor down, and it's just a bunch of rubble and mangled bodies.
Okay. I want to use Firebolt on this guy. I do not have many offensive weapons.
Wait,
it
are
seems.
so the
All right, that guy. All right,
Firebolt,
normal
yeah.
function
all right,
or
all right. All right. Make a. Do you have to make a roll, or does he need to make a roll to try and get out of the way?
I have to make a roll.
Okay.
oh, these guys are basically
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Yes,
You're gonna want to either roll below 20 or above 20, depending on how you want this to go down in terms of damage.
well, I can only roll a d10, so
Yeah. All right. I didn't know what the damage was, so this guy is now at 3 HP.
Okay, and after that, I
I
will
thought they had 20
run
health.
this way.
These guys only have 10.
Oh,
Run this
are
way.
these Warforged basically hacked for the
They're
Terror?
they're hacked, and they're meant as like servers, so they're not very strong.
Okay.
And the soldiers that Woodburn had with him were like old veterans that have like past their prime and who needed a break, and that's why he brought them on the ship. So that's why they are only at like 10 too.
We're only 2 days away from retirement.
Well, actually, this is the retirement party. So they are like, as soon as you guys land, I guess which is supposed to be in 2 days, is the retirement. So I guess yes, you are right. They were 2 days away from retirement, and now there's only 2 of them left. All right, is that it for your turn, Aris?
See. Okay, hold on. For my bonus action, I can move my weapon. I can't. I don't have permission to move it.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'll fix that right up. That's a very easy fix.
By the way, between like each round, how
Okay.
much time passes?
About
6
6 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
about 6 seconds.
Okay, because my tentacle lasts.
Yeah, it's literally just like 6 seconds. All right, you should have
Oh wait, actually,
permission now.
yeah, I could have attacked
No,
with my
did.
tentacle because it's right by that guy.
You could just like restrain him and keep him
Yeah.
for like interrogation.
Can
If
I
you
do
want to
that
like use the
really quick?
action for that, I'll say he's restrained.
Yeah. So
We say that like
just-
automatically succeeds because of like how much this poor guy has been through.
Plus,
It's a
he's
10-foot
possibly been
tentacle also.
blinded a little. Plus, he's
Yeah,
partially.
yeah. I mean, he did have one of his eyes clawed out by your bird.
In fact, I could have used advantage for that, but too late for that now.
Hold on. Are we trying to not kill this guy?
I'll be
yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the top is you're trying not to kill him. He's lost an eye and is like
I was about to stab
bleeding.
him.
He's starting to bleed
no.
out.
I already rolled an attack roll while you guys were talking.
Oh, all right. Roll for damage. See if you kill the guy. The rest of the party is trying to take prisoner.
Please
Wait,
don't.
where
What
are
does he
you?
have left?
Wait. Can't you roll for like non-lethal damage?
I guess.
Yeah, as long as it
Yeah.
isn't,
See if you knock him out. Just we'll go with that.
as long as it isn't too much. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. If you roll too high, I'm just gonna say he auto dies. So.
It's a 9.
Yeah, no, he's knocked out.
Okay.
If you would have rolled above a 10, I would have said he's dead. But,
Oh,
so, yeah, you were 1 away from killing the poor guy, so he is out. Like, you've knocked him out for like a day. Like, he ain't getting up for like a good 24 hours. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I used movement, action, and bonus action.
Alright, so it's Artie Wright's turn. Artie, please make a dex roll for me.
Just a dex saving or
Just dex.
so special D20 plus my dexterity, so 2.
Yeah, that's enough. You like kind of fumble it a bit, but are able to catch it again. And you can move anywhere on the map just this turn, and it'll use up the stone that you've been given.
I'm going to move to
And just a word of caution, you're going to want to attack the Warforged with ranged, if that wasn't already apparent.
I'm kind of aware of that.
Since they kind of blew up a huge part of the room.
Is this too close, do you think?
Oh, where?
Down here?
Hold on a second. Let me zoom out. Let's see here. So there's 4 of them. So about 4 square. Perfect. You should be fine there. So I think their radius, 1, 2. Their radius is probably going to be like 1, 2, 3. Nope. Well, basically, it would be like you're right outside the radius that'd be blown up.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, no. That needs to be like one more to the left. But yeah, you're just like right outside the explosion radius if they blow up. Assuming if you like cause a chain reaction, that is.
So in that case, I'll stand here, which is just outside the radius.
Yep. Because I totally did it wrong, and that's 1 over than it should be. So yeah, you're still outside.
Alright, so as soon as I land, I start fumbling again with tools again,
Yeah.
and I drop down a cannon. The cannon in the top right corner kind of stumbles and collapses into pieces
Yeah.
as I place down this cannon.
All right.
And then the cannon stands up and moves 15 feet forward
Okay.
to right here.
Mm-hmm.
And the cannon, the front of the barrel of the cannon lights up red hot as a big geyser of flame shoots out the front of the cannon.
All right. Roll. Yeah, I'm gonna say roll for damage. Just roll for damage.
They need to make a saving throw.
All right. Slash roll.
They need to make it.
20 minus 5. Oh.
It's a dex throw, but
Yeah. Hold on. I did that wrong, I think. So I did. Yeah, none of them succeed. Because the highest is a 5.
Alright. Well, only those within 15 feet of the cannon will be hit, but.
Okay.
Because it's a 15.
It's all of them.
It's all of them.
It's a 15-foot cone, so.
5.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Alright. Well, they all get hit, and a burst of flame shoots out of the cannon, and they take. Let me double check this. I believe it's 2d8. Yep.
Just roll above a 10.
Let's see if I can actually get some okay numbers.
Just enough.
So
they all explode, and their flame shoots out, and it causes all these Warforged to self-destruct, and it takes out that like center bit. And please make a dex saving throw with advantage.
A dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Yes, because you know this is coming, and it's not happening particularly fast.
13.
Yeah, it's just good enough. As you dash over here, as the entire like middle section of the floor collapses. Basically, what happens is this area and this area collapse. So, like the whole center of this room is now gone. But all of the enemies are dead.
Ooh.
And you have one guy knocked out, ready to be interrogated.
This ship has lost structural integrity. It is liable to crash land in this current state.
Yes, it is. And I'll tell what's left of the crew to try and get us an emergency landing. Dimitri starts running back towards Woodburn, and when he gets back to Woodburn, he's like, "Well, what the hell else can go wrong?" And then,
Don't ever
as
say
he
that.
says that, you hear you are all of you make a dex save for me, please.
Oh,
All of
great.
you.
11.
I'm so good at those.
Just a dexterity saving throw?
Oh.
Wait, a dex
Yes.
save?
Yeah, dex save.
1 minute.
6.
Okay, so I proficiency.
Yeah, I would
in-
definitely like to, after he said that, don't say things like that. That just
Yeah.
causes
18.
whatever it is.
All right. Anyone get below 10?
I got
Yep.
10.
Skully.
All right, you're good. Oh, Skully, you are gonna take 10 damage as all of you are thrown to the floor.
My octopus stays on my head though, so you won't have to roll for that, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
he doesn't have to roll.
What's
And
the
unfortunately, the last two soldiers who are just days away from retirement aren't so lucky. Don't save. One of them falls and hits their head on the table, cracking their head open. One of them falls so hard they end up decapitating themselves on the table.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Dimitri, Woodburn kind of stumbles a bit, and Dimitri is completely unfazed by this.
What was that?
I don't know. We better get up top and see what the hell that was.
Yes,
And
what?
I think that is where I'm going to end the
Yes.
first session.
Yes, we must deal with the hostiles. I say, walking over and raising my crossbow at the last remaining guy.
Yeah.
Oh
Listen.
no, we're taking that one prisoner.
We need to understand exactly how. We need to understand on how he got here, and what exactly his plans are.
All right. Well, it looks like you guys are the only ones still alive. So I'll see to it. What?
So this group right here.
Oh yeah, those guys, the adventurers, right? I almost forgot about them. Yeah, they're alive too. So I will see to it that all of you are rewarded for this when we land. But I guess since all of you are still alive, I can't really up how much I'm willing to pay you guys. But well, it's a good thing you're all alive. Just help us figure out what the hell's going on up top, and there'll be a reward in it for you. You've already got a reward for helping us with this. My deepest apologies. We did not expect terrorists from the Kingdom of the White Flower to crash our party here. We hope this does not sour your opinion of us or the Barulian government.
Midori's gonna pipe up and what are you talking about? That was great. Had a meal, had a show, and we got to
glad you're focusing on the positive things. Me, I'm gonna have a hell of a time when I land, because I'm gonna have to deal with the flack for getting basically the entirety of the Barulian High Command killed.
That was the entirety of the Barulian High Command?
Well, there's the Grand General and his entourage. Those are the only ones who aren't here.
Captain, the ship has lost structural integrity.
I'm aware, Captain Mugo replies. As soon as I can get back up to the top deck, I can tell my crew to put us down. Until then, there's nothing I can do about it.
Any of them are still alive at this point.
Well, there's a skeleton crew up top to make sure that we don't collapse to our deaths. Not all of my crew was killed down here. Most of them were, though.
The skeleton crew as in very few people or actual skeletons?
Why is your crew made of skeletons, Captain?
Well,
concerning.
You don't have to pay skeletons, and you can have them work 24/7. So I can keep my airship in the air 24/7.
I feel like there's some illegal stuff in that, but I'm not gonna question it.
Is that
Illegal
sarcasm?
and
Captain, I am very unfamiliar with
I
sarcasm,
am.
but I'm curious. Is that sarcasm you are saying?
What part?
Regarding the skeleton crew.
No, my crew is my crew up top is literally skeletons. They are they were commissioned from a Berulian sanctioned necromancer, and they were used as part of my crew.
I'm surprised
I,
you didn't have a lot of religious people trying to attack the ship.
Oh, well,
rid of
it's
the
kind
skeleton
of like
crew.
a bit of a secret that they're skeletons. I mean, we gave them disguises and stuff, and anytime a priest comes looking, they kind of go away.
Captain, we can discuss this crew once we get to the ground, but we are currently losing altitude at an alarming rate.
Yeah, as you say that, you hear like gunshots, explosions, and the clashing of swords coming from above you.
All right, let's go.
And
I don't want to
wall,
die here.
the wall, like behind you, is just like completely taken out. Like everything in that area there is just now a gaping hole. As
Let's go.
another explosion
go,
hits
go.
you. And outside you can see like another ship like circling the your airship. And it has a pirate flag on it.
This is exactly what I wanted.
It also has
Finally.
a giant K written in blood on the side of it.
That is less thrilling.
Well, I mean, you know who it is, right?
Well, I know who it is. My character doesn't.
Yeah, I know your character doesn't, but you know who it is.
Yeah, we all know who it is.
My guy is completely clueless. As am I.
What? What was that?
I said
What was that, Jeremie?
My character is completely clueless. As am
Yeah.
I.
Oh, it's I think I might have told everyone else about this, but it's
Character doc.
yeah, character doc. It's Casimir, the Dread Pirate Casimir, who is a son of Kaz. He is a bastard son of Kaz. And basically he doesn't like that. So he hates he rebelled, became a pirate, and he wants to amass wealth and power so that one day he's powerful enough to kill Tin. Is like his goal in life.
It's a little unfair.
Yes, it is. I never said that he was smart or that his head is in the right place.
It's possibly technically impossible for one she's 10 and
Yeah,
immortal.
He generally has no chance of killing Tin, and he knows that. He enjoys being a pirate, and he'll probably be a pirate for the rest of his life.
And 10 is possibly one of the best fighter.
Yeah.
Best
basically
fighter.
like when this happens, Mugo, Woodburn, and Dimitri all kind of like gape at this and kind of say in unison, "It's Casimir."
Casimir?
It's a dread pirate Casimir. We've been hunting him for like years now.
Never heard
Still,
of
it
him.
looks like he's hunted hunted us first.
Well,
Captain,
I mean,
are these people hostile?
yes, they are very much hostile. Like Woodburn and his mates sent like a fleet of like 20 airships after this guy once, and only The only thing that came back was like a mostly destroyed airship with a single crew member left. So I think we're probably in over our heads here, and we need to land right now. So we need to get up top, get my crew to land.
I think we need to do better than just land. I think we need to get to some sort of escape ship or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
need to-
Casimir usually lets people live if they land and leave all their valuables. So we should just land and leave all our goods here.
Well, they seem to be working with the white flower, so chances are they'll want your head.
It's not a... I highly doubt they're working with the white flower. He's raided white flower ships just as much as he's raided ours.
What is the value of his head?
Whatever
I mean,
their plan is.
Casimir has put 100,000 gold piece bounty on my head. If you really must know. And if you try to collect, Dimitri will murder you.
Your head is very valuable.
Yes, it is. I refer to you to what I just said about Dimitri murdering you if you ever think to collect.
I think he actually means literally your head. And Tabby just puts all across his head.
Yes, I know what he means. Casimir wants my head. He's willing to pay 100,000 gold pieces for it. If any of you collect from it, try to collect. I will have Dimitri kill you.
Not interested.
That's all the more reason for all of us to get away and not just surrender.
Yeah, I should point out Dimitri at this point has gauze or something tied around his head to cover up his wound from hitting the wall. But give me a perception check. All of you.
And I think I'm basically proficient in perception.
Yeah.
16.
All of us?
Yep, all of you. Varius has no clue.
I see
Seabreeze
nothing.
has no clue.
Hold on. Perception.
11.
Skully sees nothing.
Yeah.
We are all blind.
Skully's not even in the room.
Yeah, let's see. Who rolled the highest? You have 16?
Hold on.
You notice that despite hitting his head, the only blood on him is the blood of his enemies. He should have bled from having his head cracked open, but you see no blood at all on him. And also, where he was standing when the first explosion hit, there is now kind of an indent in the floor. He was pushing down on the ground to keep himself in place somehow.
Does it count if Finn knows something? Sees something?
Sure, Finn. Yeah, Finn mentally communicates with you somehow, and
we can actually do that.
Yeah, and he lets you know that Dimitri should be bleeding now, but isn't. All the blood on him is the blood of his enemies.
What, 11 notice anything?
Oh my god. You got Joshua, don't say anything, but you got it. You got it. You're right. You're right about Dimitri.
I think I know, but I think
if you think you know it, DM me, but do not tell anyone else, because this needs to be you learn this for yourself. Yes, Lance, you are right. Tell no one. All right, Nick Jr., you also got it right. Tell no one.
So,
all right, so it's, yeah. You're basically right, Jeremie. Tell no one.
Okay.
So far, Madeline, you're the only one who has not gotten it right.
I figured. Why are you
Sweet
laughing?
revenge. It's sweet revenge.
Oh, it's revenge
Really?
I get revenge for you, for Ignis being the last one to find out you're a changeling.
Well, I'll remember that next time my character has a secret, and you'll never know.
I'm just kidding.
I think you're focusing on a bit here that's not really essential, and it's just meant for him to be brutal, not
Okay.
weak or anything. Just guess again. Guess again. I think you're the only one who hasn't gotten it right.
Okay. You said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know much about D&D creatures.
Yeah, we need to
Think about what wouldn't bleed. You don't necessarily have to know much about D&D to guess this. You just need to know what it's like in IRL, and the fact that it doesn't bleed because it doesn't have blood.
Anyways.
Continue, and I'll figure it out.
Okay. You sound very pissed.
A little annoyed.
Sorry. Okay, so
I mean,
continue,
Vampire was a good guess, though, because he was
Oh, thanks for shouting out my guess. Thanks for that.
Well, I mean,
Anyway.
he did, bite a guy and had, blood dripping from his lips.
point. Anyway.
That was more of, a red herring than anything else.
Well, thanks for shouting that out, too.
Okay, Jonathon, I think you're the only one who hasn't guessed.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to either DM me or say what you...
No.
No?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my suspicions to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll never know if Madeline...
There's Skully's suspicion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go up, get onto an escape ship, and flee.
Yeah.
If we surrender, they're going to kill you.
Hey,
Well,
we did just fight
technically, he does tend to leave at least one crew member alive to tell the tale of his butchery. So,
Yeah, but
you
if
have
he has a price
one
on your
in
yeah, but if there's a price on your head specifically, I don't think he's going to let you be that one member.
well,
to be
yeah, I'm
alive
not going to be
until
that
the
one, but you have each of you. All right, so that eliminates me. So you have a 1 in 20 chance of being the guy who lives.
Yeah.
I don't like those odds.
Yes, let's just try to get up.
Just try to escape this. Yeah, escape this death ship before we all die. Before all, except for possibly one of us dies.
You mentioned something about fingers being on this boat. That
Yeah. Oh shit.
crashing.
Dimitri, secure the vault. Me and our friends here will head to the main deck.
Hey guys, I have an idea.
Second question: can we
What if?
put someone in the vault? Could we put you, man, who Kaz wants to kill, in the vault? I'm just.
All right, fine. I'll go to the vault. Dimitri, you go help them deal with Casimir and land this ship.
Midori pipes up real quick, saying, "Hey guys, I can just send Finn in to get the stuff we need. The fingers.
The fingers need to remain where they are.
But if we need to escape, don't we
Going
want them with us?"
Sir,
Yeah.
going to take this ship. I think we can.
Well, yeah,
do
we
that.
either need to make sure they remain where they are, or we need to take them with us.
I think
we need to take them with us because they're going to take the ship. When they do, they're going to take those fingers.
So we need
The
to
likelihood
get
the likelihood of our fatality is increasing by the second.
He's right.
You guys, yeah. You guys go to the main deck, secure it so we can land. I'll go get the fingers. Go now. We don't have time to argue about this. Go. And you run in one direction, Woodburn runs in the other. And if any of you lag behind, Dimitri is going to start pushing you.
Okay.
And Dimitri is pretty strong.
This is insane.
And as you're heading up to the main deck, there are more and more explosions, and the sound of gunfire and swords clashing is getting louder. And this is the end of the session. As you're preparing to head up and deal with whatever is assaulting your ship.
Fun.
And that is where I am going to stop the recording. Shit. That is when I will stop the recording.